Okay. This is going to be a interesting stream. I love make dip. I get natural chip. Put your trust in. Well, you must be out here. Yo. This is going to be an interesting stream. BG, I haven't worked out in 2 months. This is just the genetics. DNA trait. You can't beat the DNA trait. Some people gotta work out for years and they don't look like this. But this is my normal physique. Base form. I'm gonna start like working out tomorrow. Again. But I'm gonna work out strictly. Like I wasn't working out strictly before. I was just like doing stuff so I felt good. But I'm gonna start locking in like proper. What's the temperature in the UK right now? Don't know. I actually speak to women, so I don't check the weather app, you know. You guys be on the weather app all the time, just weather apping it. Nah, man. Nah, man. Weather app is crazy. Alright, I'm gonna give you the stream schedule in a second. Give me a second. Like what we're gonna be doing in this stream. Let me just... Loza, it's not like a stream schedule, but like what you can expect in this stream. You know? So the stream isn't just gonna be PvP and we do random stuff. We have a quota. We gotta reach things. So that makes the stream have some expectations. You're not just vibing, thinking like, oh, is it gonna get better? It's boring right now, you know? You gotta come with... If I come with a quota, it's not just, oh, I'm not gonna watch DBL again. But you never really know what to expect in my stream anyways. It's always random. I got black, I got white, what you want? Up outside of goes up, I've been a fan. Sorry. I know I'm about to blow. Oh, are you dumb? They try to take my flow. I take they ask for ransom. You know that I'm gone. That's such a good song. And they see me blowing up. Now they say they want some. I got 2 twin Glocks. Tell you to a dancer. Oh my god, that song is called. We love you, Tekka. What should I do to get these Zenkais fast? You have like 3 characters I need Zenkais. You gotta play the Zenkai Space Time Rush. And unironically, you need Zenkais for that. Alright, so the stream schedule. The chat's not working, so first of all, I need to get the chat to work. Alright. So the first thing we're going to be doing today is just like the normal start. We just do PvP or whatever. We might have a few conversations, da-di-da-di-da. Stream starts as normal. Later on into the stream, we are going to be reacting to Goresh's top 10 character tier list. Now, the reason I want to react to this tier list is because you guys is Lord and Savior. This is not everyone's Lord and Savior. But I'm using the term Lord and Savior because people bank on his opinions without actually thinking themselves. Goresh's top 10 tier list does not have Beast Gohan. And you know who else's top 10 tier list doesn't have Beast Gohan? Mine doesn't. But more interesting than my personal opinion. More interesting than my personal opinion is that on his tier list, Gogeta Blue is 5. And we need to see the reasonings for this. The GOGETA placement is, I'm not gonna say it's insane because we don't know what he's gonna say. We don't know what he's gonna say. But what I will say is, this is the same guy a lot of people would like. A lot of people always come to me like, oh, this Zach guy doesn't know anything. Someone said on TikTok, Zach isn't that smart. I'm gonna wait for Goresh's tier list. I'm not saying Goresh is wrong, but what I'm saying is, when you put your faith in another man, you get bitten, and you need to start thinking for yourself. Putting your faith in another man is crazy. That's all I will say. Because someone try to come to me and glaze. Someone try to come to me and glaze. But now, I might be your savior. Glaze me. Polish this Willie. You're cooked. You are so cooked. You are so cooked. Glaze me. Glaze me. The Beast Glazers are down. The GOGETA fanboys are finito. This world is so ice. This world is so cold. This world is ice cold. It's a TikTok audio, by the way. I didn't make that up. Well, I didn't have Ultra Instinct. Where was my UI? Where was my UI? I had no UI. Who do I think is getting the Zenkai this week? I kind of don't care, but I'm just gonna say CMZ because that's what I saw the most. Oh, I can't wait to talk crazy in this Goresh tier list reaction, bro. I can't wait to talk, not to Goresh, to the people watching the video. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. Bro, this is my base form. This is just how I look. I just always have a shirt on. No way! No way! Okay, I'm selling. I'll sell it for a bit. Bro, this is Black DNA Congolese contender #1. Look, you can see the definition in the arms a little bit. This is me not working out in 2 months. I haven't done any physique in 2 months. This is base form. If you want to see, it maybe helps that I'm not super tall. I'm not like 6 foot, so the physique just stacks. This is base form, bro. Don't let me get in the gym. I'll be a problem. Where them push-ups at? Go to hell. I'll do them when I'm ready. So, obviously we're early right now, but we'll talk about it later. Do you think all GOGETA Blue is higher than top 5? Yes, no. What do you guys think about Gogeta being top 5, chat? Do you think that's ridiculous? You think that's ridiculous, or like, what do you guys think? Bulking for me is hard because my metabolism is like the Flash. Shin kind of annoying. Shin, sorry. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Did I mess it up? Was it because it was a strike? Am I an NPC? Oh, that's a destructo disc. Hey, I feel like Legends got a gameplay update and I didn't know about it, bruh. This game feeling different. This game feeling different. This game feeling different, bro. Rain or pain? What's the difference? I charged key for too long. I guess so. How's he doing so much damage? How's he doing so much damage? He did so much damage. Nah. He wildin'. Get over here. Rainy season or summer? Rainy season. Get over here! Let's go, Gohan. Let's go, Gohan. You're gonna hit the nastiest Masenko. Okay. Masenko! You can't break through that. Hold on. I'm gonna get him, watch. Green card. Oh, damn it. He didn't press a card there. You cannot defeat me. Gogeta, Vegito. Vegito. Oh, he got me. He got me. He got me. My fault, OG. Oh, I can just flip out of that. Nope. And you're cooked. You see, you think because you killed Gohan, you could defeat me? Ultra Instinct Goku is crazy. Yo, Zakashi, do you remember me? It's Colton Crumbar. Government name is crazy, by the way. From the last year when my car was in an accident. Can you give me more details on the accident? I don't remember, and I'm not gonna pretend like I remember. Drippy Vibes, how greedy! Upgraded to Super Saiyan. I need more power. Kaioken wasn't enough. Had to upgrade to the Super Saiyan for the membership. How greedy! How greedy! Oh, appreciate you becoming a member, bro. Appreciate you upgrading the membership, bro. I need more power. Upgrade to Super Saiyan from Kaioken. How greedy! When I was on summer break last year, car crash from Minnesota and skipped school for a day. I remember that. Actually, thank you for the. I remember you. You skipped school and like it was like shock value. I was like, what the hell? Oh my god. W info, bro. Why'd you change it? First of all, why'd you change your name if you did? And the second of all. Yeah, like, bro, I dead remember. I think, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, you came into the chat, and then you said, like, you skipped school. And then I was like, bro, why are you skipping school? If I don't remember. If I'm remembering correctly. And then you were like, oh, crashed your car. I was like, oh, damn. Because it was not what I expected to hear. It was the last thing I expected to hear. I was like, oh, damn. Thanos, you remember as well? Yeah. Yeah, see? I mean real, I'm so real. Because why was I gonna just say yeah, and when I don't remember him, but the info backed it. It's futile. He fused fast because I killed one of his teammates, bro. It doesn't just happen fast. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. This is the team that Mukhtar gave me, bro. This team Mukhtar fought against me in LBR. This team is crazy, bro. This team is crazy, though. You're a junior now. I don't know what that is, but like, I guess you grown up. It's been a year, so hey, W growth. Super Striker. I'm gonna time you out for trying to spread misinformation. Never seen your name before. But hold that, you know. I'm going to time you out for 5 minutes. Don't spread misinformation for no reason. Don't know what you're talking about. 5 minutes is cool though. Come back and then you get some character development. You'll be better man when you come back. What do you think is better to make a DBR channel around? PvP or general content such as tutorials or summons? Do not make a channel of summons, and tutorials are not the best because people come for what they want and leave. Summons, they're just coming to satisfy their own thing, and there's so many whales about that you probably won't stand out. Back in the day, there wasn't a lot of whales around, so it was like if you summon, you get views, but now it's not that big. So you kind of have to just try and sneak through. It's not easy. All of the above is a good answer, but it's not the best answer. I really couldn't tell you, to be honest. You gotta find something that works, because everything that works has kind of been taken. And that, I know that sounds like demoralizing. Oh, he's smart. Trying to make a DBR channel right now is seriously tough. UI's goated. He understood. Took out one guy, he said, oh crap, I'm finished. Bro, I'm sweating a lot today, man. I'm shirtless, I shouldn't be sweating. God damn. Do I think UI is better than LF GOGETA? I don't think necessarily better, but I'm not gonna give my opinion on it. But what I do think is, if you have Ultra UI, you don't need GOGETA. And I said that from day one. I said it from day one. If you have UI Goku, you don't need GOGETA. That was my day one opinion. And it sticks. It sticks. It sticks harsh. Remember this tweet. Remember this tweet. People said I'm glazing. People said I'm glazing. Glaze me. Polish this, Willie. Vegito is 7 with long day. It's tragic. It's a tragic day. Tragic day to be a Gogeta fan, bro. Vegito in 6 maybe. Yeah, we're not going to game 7. Vegito's closing it out early. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. UI is actually auto win. He's actually auto win. I was hoping for another Dragon Ball. Almost comboed him from full health. Rush? Ha! I knew he'd do that. Just transform, bro. That's what you need to do. Dumbass. What's good? You rest well after the 24 hours. Yeah, I didn't even sleep that I slept a lot, but like I'm good. Like it's as if I didn't even do the 24 hours. You know, my mentality is for a lot of things, yeah. I've been doing this recently. You ever in a situation where like you're very hot and you really want water? In my head the question rings, am I gonna die? It's not that deep. You know, tomorrow I won't even think about the fact that I was sweating yesterday. If I'm tired, I'm gonna get rested tomorrow. It's not gonna matter. So I'll just charge it to the game, you know. The fact I did a 24-hour doesn't even faze me. Like, I was just thinking, like, I'll be good tomorrow. So it's cool. If it's freezing cold and your fingers are about to fall off, are you gonna die? Probably not. So you'll be warm in like an hour when you get home. It's okay. Just man up. You'll be rested tomorrow. You'll be warm in an hour. You'll get a drink of water in 15 minutes. Just charge it to the game. You'll be aight, bruh. Guys always trying to cry about something. Always trying to cry about something. Flipping noodle hair. Oh, let me show you this. Look what happened. This is what's happening in JP Twitter. BJ, I haven't even started it. I'm not planning on doing it like anytime. I'm not going to lie. Ready? Alright, let me get back to this. Summons. Well, he's dead. Yeah, this blast team is crazy. How should I end him? I don't have any gauge. Let's use the ult. Yo, Trapano, you're in the VC looking for your camera roll.
Yo, no, wait.
Bro. Gangi.
Wait.
I forgot I didn't deafen. Go, bro. Share your screen so we can see your summons, brother. I'm gonna deafen though, so I won't be able to hear you. My fault. Is that a drop? I'm not recording any more viewer summons, but good luck with your summons, Mars. Yeah, Loza, I met them. I met a couple guys at LA, bro. That was a fun experience. This guy's a PV god, bro. Good rush. Lozu with the 199 donation. Appreciate you donating, bro. Why do I record viewer summons? I use them for videos. Okay, this is Glaze. Did you see how many blasts Vegito just got there against me? Did you see how many blasts Vegito got against me right there? Check Discord. NA, we watched it in stream, bro, in the 24-hour yesterday. You're not locked in on the channel. Bro, random Michael Jackson Mortal Kombat edit drippy. What the hell? I thought it was gonna be something else. I thought it was gonna be something like, I don't know, Legends related, I don't know. When does PvP reset? Check the date on the screen. I have no idea. Let me check myself. PvP ends on the 12th. The 12th of June. Do I think LF GOGETA is so underwhelming that he'll receive a buff like Go Freezy yesterday? The fact that that question is even asked is crazy. I don't think GOGETA is underwhelming. I don't think GOGETA is underwhelming at all. Do limit breaks also come out during the Annie? Not that I remember. Rika. They might release one AG King just to bait, but they already give out a lot of LLZ power, so that's why I doubt it. You know what I mean? Everyone in top 5 is relatively close. Yeah, that's a good statement, brother. Oh, I didn't see you had Vegeta on your team. I would have been more careful when choosing who to fight. Bye-bye, Vegito. You just sealed your life away. Yeah, we are going to react to Goresh's tier list. We're just vibing out. You can't just go straight into it, you know. Patient ass weirdo. If you one-shot my Gohan, I'll give you 5 Robux. Do I know where to get the chest for the Monday thing? It's in your gift box. Hey, Uncle Vegito, calm down. Mervan, appreciate you with the membership, my boy. I need a Dragon Ball. Can't get a Dragon Ball to save my life. Got him. Piccolo even said get ready. Why is Vegito so tanky? Because I keep changing cover, so he keeps going. He's neutral. He's just neutral. Vegito, I don't even know, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I tried to act like I knew what I was talking about. I don't even know. I don't even know. Now let's just ult, man. They gave 100 LRZ power in your gift box for the Monday event. Your YouTube needs to get their ish together with the membership option inside the app. I was struggling on Safari. Bro, they need to add optional gifting in the members so that you can choose who you want to gift. They need to give members on certain people's channels no ads, and they need to what's the other thing they need to add? Yikes. Flip, man. There was one other thing. Animated emotes. Animated emotes, that was it. Animated emotes would go crazy. BJ, everyone's telling me, bro. Whoa, my arm did not look straight there. No, it's this arm. Bye-bye, Vegito. Vegito. R.I.P. The game just started. This team is toxic, bro. What did Gogeta do to me? It's nothing, nothing. For the guys coming into the stream, the title is what it is because Goresh has Gogeta at number 5. So we're gonna do a reaction, but I don't really care about the placement of Gogeta. I care about the placement for Beast Gohan, which is nowhere on the list. He's not there. Like, Gogeta, where are you? Where are you? Like, Beast Gohan, where are you? Where are you? Heavenly Gohan. Made we in heaven. Bro, having a job paid off went from like 238 to 17k CC. Did bro reset up? Beast Gohan not even competing, bro. On Goresh's list, nor my list. RIP Beast Go. Okay, I'm kind of pushing it because actually Beast Gohan's still a good unit, but like I'm trying to piss people off on purpose. There's somebody. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, I can't find the image. I found it. There's somebody like this. There's somebody like this in the chat every time I slander Beast, bro. There's somebody like that in the chat, bro. Stressed. Absolutely stressed every time I slander Beast. They're trying to act like this that guy doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm on GodTube. That's actually crazy because a second ago I was talking about Heavenly Gohan. Made we in heaven. Star Platinum. Zawado. This is the best team in the game. Did you see how quick he forfeited? I've never used a team that does so much damage. This is like prime Super 17. I don't go to the gym. What's my favorite JoJo's part? Next, you're going to say Gogeta is top 3. I know it. Part 3 was better. It wasn't funnier though. Even if it is better, it wasn't funnier though. Part 3 was not funnier than part 2. I will never stand for that, bro. Itachi or Vegito? Vegito. Part 4 also isn't funnier or more entertaining. What the hell does this do? Everybody switching up on Gogeta after Goresh releasing his list is crazy. The Glaze community. It's the Glaze community, bro. Hey boy. Hey boy. Hey boy. Hey boy. The real question is, where is Super 17? Bro is missing. Bro's in Avatar. He's in Avatar Ang state. Do you know what's crazy? Even if Gogeta has somehow like disappeared because people are glazing Goresh's list, I will bet you guys. Who wants to take bets? Do you see when they released the list of the top 20 most used units? When they released the list of the top 20 most used units, I can almost guarantee Gogeta will be number 1. I think this is going to be the list of the most used units in God rank, BR70 and upwards. Not just God rank, BR70 and upwards. Gogeta is going to be number 1. Vegeta is going to be number 2. Ultra Gohan's going to be number 3. Beast is going to be number 4. And Golden Frieza is going to be 5. That's going to be the top 5 most used units. In that order. Gogeta, Vegito, Ultra Gohan, Beast, then Golden Frieza. That's going to be the 5. I'm telling you, bro. In most used. In terms of most used units. Not the best units, most used. Because the most used is a glaze list. It's like, who do I have and who do I want to have fun with? Beast ain't that high. Beast has been stacking up, bro. Am I willing to put this on my life? If I put it on my life, I take it back. I didn't mean to put it on my life. I sometimes just be saying that. Oh, UI could be high as well. I think UI above Golden Frieza as well. Look, let me show you this. Let me show you. So my screen's on the left. This is the top 20 used characters before the anniversary. Ultra Gohan 1, Super 17's at 2, Golden Frieza 3, and Beast is 4. This is the top 20 most used Sparkings and Ultras above BR70 only. So this is BR70 only. The people that actually play the game, not you guys that logged on first day of anniversary and then started playing the game. The guys that actually grind the game. I'm thinking Gogeta, Vegito, Ultra Gohan, UI Goku, Beast, then nah. Bardock is actually crazy. How do you spin like that? I'm processing. How do you spin like that? Please tell me why our hybrid's so milked. No, like, let's actually process. Sorry. I know, like, I'm moving like I got, like my head can't stay still. But, like, he's like this, and he's... You know how much you have to hate somebody to spin like that? And he's not flipping straight. He's rotated completely. He's rotated completely. Coming in for the animation off the back of Goku. You gotta have your shoulders stretched for that one. That's hatred at the highest level. Tony, we're gonna talk about it in a bit. Take it easy. I'm not gonna lie, you guys are pumped. We don't have to talk about it right now. How long have I been streaming? It's already been an hour. Alright, cool. We're gonna watch these viewer summons, then we're gonna watch the reaction. We're gonna watch all these viewer summons, then we're gonna do the reaction. Mars, go ahead, bro. He hit like a 720 spin. His tier list is 50 minutes. We're watching the whole thing. That's why we need an hour. We need the hour. You can't stay for long because you got school. That's cool, bro. Get your education. In fact, now that you said that, get out of the stream right now. You're cooked. Go get your jacket on. Get ready to go to school, buddy. You're missing the stream. Clap it up for Go Heezy. Clap it up for... Clap it up. Time to go to school, buddy. Hey, school first. School first. I put school first. I was I graduated computer science degree. You gotta go to school, buddy. Oh crap. Oh, he's summoning and I forgot. My bad. Sleep time's over, little nigga. Sleep time's over. Coming like Tariq St. Patrick. Go to school, bruv. UI Goku is so broken. He's so broken. Just transform, bro. Remy, what's good, bro? Is UI Goku usable at 5 stars? Should be, bro. Bro, I live in the UK right now, so it's evening. You mean you have to go to bed earlier? Oh, calm. Go easy, you're good, bro. You're good, bro. You're lucky I'm not gonna put you to sleep, though. Pause. Gonna have to tuck you in, bro. Talking about, I'm sorry. Just rush me, bro. I know you want to. I did my TOP. Who's the next Zenkai in your opinion? And who would affect the meta the most right now? You know CMZ, Red CMZ. Sorry, the summons are happening. You know Red CMZ is a fusion warrior. Hey, Red CMZ is a fusion warrior. You guys know that, right? Chat. You know Red CMZ is a fusion warrior. Gogeta Omaiwa Mo Shinderu. Orida. It's actually over for him. Vegito in, well, bro, Vegito in 4. Forget about Vegito in 7. Vegito in 4. Bro. Vegito in 4, bro. If they drop a CMZ Zenkai, it doesn't matter what he buffs. It's the fact that he's a fusion warrior that can be run. What do you think we'll get for the rest of the celebration? Orange Piccolo Beast, Super Saiyan 4 Goku Ultra with Super Saiyan God Goku Ultra. If not, one or the other. Dad, you competing for GCSEs? Computer science. Yeah. Who are the 5 pound for pound the greatest units to ever be released in Legends history in my POV? Tag droids, LL Vegito Blue, Gold Freezer. Nah, take Gold Freezer off. Blue Bros. Ultra Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. And I'm trying to decide between FSK and I mean Ultra. I said FSK already. Ultra Super Gogeta and flipping. Oh, I forgot his name. Beast Gohan. Oh my god. Flip's sake, man. Blue Beast, yeah. I'm trying to decide between Ultra Super Gogeta and Blue Beast. Who's this? Trapano. Bro got 10k CC. FSK is Red Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. The Legends Limited. One second. Is this guy not fighting me? Whoever this is a W guy. W mans. This might be the W mans of death. W mans, bro. What the hell? I was meant to dash up, but the input didn't register. Whoever this is, I'm not gonna rush them. Tired of this pain. Tired of this pain. This is how you know I don't take Legends too seriously. From time I went downstairs while queuing a game. Like, I just went downstairs while queuing a game. Like, bro. Just vibe out when you play Legends, bro. That's my advice. Just vibe out when you play Legends, bro. It's like, what did you do? What did you do to do well in computer science? Because I'm struggling a little, but I am maintaining decent grades. If you could give me some advice, I'd appreciate it. Give me a second to finish this game, and I'll give you some genuine advice about computer science. Alright, so you want help with computer science, how to get better grades since you're struggling, right? The one thing I'll tell you straight up, I'll be real with you, like if you, this is an easy way to get through it, right? Accept you're cooked. Accept you're cooked. If you're struggling, it's over, bro. Just delete the subject. You might as well just stop going class. I'm not gonna lie, it's long. Computer science is mad long, bruh. I'm joking. The only way I got through, you need a good friend. That's actually my meta, bro. You need a good friend. You need a good friend, bro. You need one good friend. If you can have one good friend that's good at the subject, they will be your guide. Because I'm not good at the subject. I'm good enough to pass, though. And that's because I have social skills. You need one good friend that will teach you the core stuff. And on top of that, you need good work rate. If you're poor at socializing, you're cooked. That's my advice. Also, it depends on what you're studying for. Are you studying to get the subject down, or are you studying to pass? I don't really care about the subject. But if you're studying to pass, get as many exam papers as you can and study the formula exam papers use. Because even if they give you different questions in the next year, you know how to tackle the questions. That's my genuine best advice. It's not about the subject knowledge that much. If you know how they ask you questions, you'll know what questions could come up in different variations. You do need subject knowledge, but for the most part, you need to understand what they're going to ask you or how they're going to ask you. That's what exams are about. Broski's using his face cam in the chat, you know. Trepano, do you want to show your face? I can show your face on the screen, by the way. Like, you're showing your face, but do you want me to show your face? I can't hear you, so you have to type. Bro low-key look like Toshi's son, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm looking at bro, he low-key look like Toshi's son, bro. He might pull right here. If I'm not even trolling. I'm not gonna show his face, but like, he dead look like Toshi's son, bruh. BJ, I lie. Same trim, everything, bro. Rika. Rate your multi in X. What does that even mean? Did I watch the Venom 3 trailer? Nah. Would I kiss Goresh for $1 million? Nugget, I'm gonna time you out. You need 5 minutes. You need the 5 minutes. I really think you need to like think about your actions, and in 5 minutes you might be a better person. So hold that 5 minutes, bro, and then maybe when you come back, you'll become an older person. You know, a more mature person. Kakashi or Vegito? Kakashi. I don't F with Marvel or DC that much. I don't care about the cinematic universe anymore. I ain't cared since Endgame. The last thing for me in Marvel is Miles Morales. Miles Morales, drop your final movie and I'm done. DC, I never really cared though. I like the animated stuff though. Like Young Justice, Justice League, that's DC. For Marvel, it's what do you call it? Flip. I forgot what it's called. What about Deadpool? Not really fast. Not gonna watch Deadpool 3. I probably won't. Who's my favorite superhero? Miles Morales. Spider-Man. I haven't watched the final season of Invincible the most. Is it because I'm black? At first it was. Then he actually became the best Spider-Man. Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. We got Miles Morales. We got Miles Morales, but nigga Morales, so he's got the braids. Then we got NPC Morales. He's goated too. We just got the best Spider-Mans out of Morales. At first, it was, I'm not gonna lie, it was genuinely just because he was black. But then once he said, I'm gonna do my own thing, and soloed every single Spider-Man in the verse, he's just the GOAT. No other Spider-Man handling it like that, bro. How are you dipping out from every single Spider-Man in the Spider Society? Plot armor. No, he's just the GOAT. First of all, his spider sense was acting crazy. He had genuine reason to escape. Nobody was trying to kill him. And on top of that, Miguel was banging on him, but then he hit the lightning. Plus, he has the invincibility. He's genuinely just better, bro. He's genuinely just better, bro. Nobody was trying to kill him. It wasn't a fight to the death. But he's the... Out of all the Spider-Mans in the Spider Society as well, he's the least developed Spider-Man. He's the least developed Spider-Man. Also, Spider-Verse, the first one, the best animated movie of all time. The theory behind it, if you're into actual like production of movies, the theory behind it is clear of any of your favorite movies. And visually as well, just both Spider-Man movies are one of the best looking. Yeah, the second one is more colorful and visually more appealing, but the first one, the theory it applies is way better. Adam with the 199. Bro said Adam more than Miles Morales. Anyways, I don't care who your favorite Spider-Man is, as long as we can all agree that Tom Holland is the worst one. Can we all agree that Tom Holland is the worst one? If we can all say yes in unison, that's fine. I don't care who your favorite is, but as long as we know he's the worst, it's calm. We got Toby, Andrew, Miles Morales, and Tom Holland. As long as Tom Holland's at the bottom, it's cool. I don't care what you say. I genuinely don't care what you say, bro. I actually don't care what you say, bro. Like, you can pick whatever. But as long as we can all agree he's garbage, bro. Well, he's not garbage, but he's just not as cool. I got Miles Morales. I got Andrew. I've got Miles Morales, then I got Andrew and Toby interchangeable. Then Tom Holland's last. That's all that matters for me. These summons are ass, bro. Tom Holland low-key the best. Oh my god, man. His ad don't know what he talking about. His ad do not know what he talking about, bruh. Oh. His ad don't know. Hey, man. You see Tom Holland as an actor, we'll slide him. You really are special. You can make a whole discussion out of one question. My man asked you for your specific thing. I had to though, because the thing is, yeah, I don't want to do too much explaining to glaze Miles Morales, so I had to pick a negative thing that we could all agree on, because hatred brings agreeance. When people are all hating on the same thing, we can all come together. But when I say Miles Morales is the best, they're gonna be like, oh, get off his Willy. You're glazing. That's what they're going to say. So I had to start hating on somebody. And we all agreed. Low-key leak bro face. But we're going to charge that to the game. I didn't mean to do it on purpose, Gangy. I didn't mean to do it on purpose, Gangy. You got to turn off your camera, bro. I didn't mean to do it on purpose. I swear to God. I swear. I swear to God, bro. I swear to God, bro. Last set of summons. He actually uninstalled Legends. I literally just tried to change screen of the share screen, and then I forgot that it would show in the middle, bro. I just genuinely forgot, bro. Hey, bro, I'm Unk. I don't know how to use Discord. That's my alibi. I'm Unk. Alright, last set of summons, then we're gonna react to the tier list. If the tier list is 50 minutes, so grab some food, you know, get some munchy munch, get some eats, Loza, that is crazy. No, we have to say pause. Guys are saying he got leaked, like he's an OF girl, bro. Take it easy. Take it easy. No, bro. Take it easy. Saying he got leaked is crazy. Aren't you a family-friendly streamer? I just called Prowler Morales nigger Morales like 10 minutes ago. Just because he has braids. Gwen took 4 damage, that's all you gotta say. Do I swear in videos? Sometimes. JP Tech not kicking. My life a movie, Marvel movie. If you wanna shoot me, I kick that bit like Bruce Lee. Bro, how's he flipping like that? The JP Tech 2 Bardock animations in a row. How do you do that? The JP method is unbeatable, bro. If you play on JP, if you switch to JP Legends, you will start pulling stuff. If you play Dragon Ball Legends in Japanese, you will start pulling stuff. Gotta start saying after it's time to summon. I mean, before it's time to summon. Arigato gozaimasu. Itadakimasu. Press that summon button instant, bro. They hit the face scan. Oh, decline. We can't give him Vegito. We can't. They hit the face scan. We can't give him Vegito. We can't. Oh, brother. He almost got in the club. Rumored, all Japanese residents own a copy of Vegito. Rumored. What do you mean by Vegito in 7, Vegito in 4? If you watch NBA, they do a series best of 7. And when the game's close, obviously if you win 4 out of 7 games, the other person can only win 3. So if someone says Vegito in 7 is basically best out of 7. Or this team in 7. Would I watch Spider-Man 4? Toby Spider-Man, you mean? I'd watch every Spider-Man movie. You know they're gonna do like a Spider-Man. They're gonna do a Spider-Man like rewatch, like in Odeon cinemas. Every Odeon cinemas in the UK, they're gonna relist. They're gonna put out all of the Spider-Man movies from the Toby ones to the Andrew ones, and the Tom Holland ones. Shadow, I haven't reacted to them yet. I haven't reacted to it yet. We're waiting for these viewer summons. Chronological order. Release order. It's gonna be release order. I ain't gonna lie, gang. High key skip these summons, bro. We trying to see this tier list, bro. We got 50 minutes. 50 minutes is a long time to watch a Goresh video, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. 50 minutes is actually crazy. I'm not gonna lie, gang. Especially if this is a reroll. Two times speed it. We might have to stilly. Because you know I'm gonna hit the yap session of death as well. I'm gonna hit the yap session of death. So if the video is 50 minutes and we watch it 50 minutes, it's gonna be really like 1 hour and 45 minutes. Goresh talks slow ASF. Lightning, I made 2 tier lists. 3 tier lists, actually. These summons are so ass. These summons are so ass. Bro got his JP account from Temu, bro. How you got your JP account? This better be new unit. Temu ass account, bro. TikTok shop JP account, bro. I swear, bro. Saw the bro's on TikTok. The thing said repost to get JP Legends account. Bro sent it to 4 of his friends. He didn't follow the instructions properly. He got it messed up. Remy, I'm not gonna lie, I think I might head out because I'm getting hungry. Then I'll play some PlayStation and hopefully not lose my mind in PvP. Take care, bro. Appreciate you coming through. Nah. There's 2 more. There's how many CCs you got, bro? Are you kind of broke? We can watch these. 2K level 100 account. You're the last one. You're the last one. VDZ, you're the last one. Anybody else sharing screen? I'm not watching it. This is the last one. This is the last one. Because he's actually the last person. He's already here. Anybody else sharing screen? I'm not watching it. I'm not watching it. I'm not watching it. Is it glazed to call Goresh your Lord and Savior? Yes. We can go ban for ban. But that we can go M for M. $250,000 for the Maybach truck. Double R with the factory Rams. I got the married unit. We can go ban for ban, but that we can go M for M. $250,000 for the Maybach truck. Double R with the factory Rams. Oh, green sky glitch as well. Oh, bro pulled the wrong fusion. Oh no. It's 2 times in 1 day. BJ, look at your last message. Wallah, you're finished. That was my reroll account because my brother deleted your account. Just keep rolling. Alright, let's get to this tier list, bro. Oh, he got tickets. Astaghfirullah, bro. I swear. You better pull Vegeta off this ticket, bro. I was about to dip. You gotta pull off this ticket, bro. If I see a green sky, I'm ending it. not gonna lie, summons are crazy. Summons are actually crazy. Because you could get W's, then you can go get L's. Alright, let me bring up this tier list. Flipping heck, man. Flipping heck, man. Oh, I don't even have the ad blockings on. Hold on, I gotta put the ad block on. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, sir. No ad watching for you. Sorry, sir. How am I still getting ads with the ad block on? This guy got advertisement max pain.
Pressure on our sanctuaries. The price of straw has surged by 14%. Veterinary bills have risen by 6%.
I swear I'm finished. They gave me the whole minute ad, bro. I can't even skip it. 44 seconds. That's the infinity ad, bro. I've never got a 44-second ad. No. No. Nah, this is why I don't be watching YouTube no more. Bro put me in a domain of ad. Domain expansion. 44 seconds. Okay. How should I do this? I'm high-key gonna turn the chat off. High-key. Actually, chat, should I keep the chat off or on? Up to you guys. You guys get the final call. Fuck that. We can go M through M. I'm not gonna lie though, we're not watching it in normal pace. I don't have all day. 1.5 of hell. Chat saying on. Cold. Oh, the coping in the comments is crazy. We're going to the comments before we even start the video. Oh my days, this is gonna be a banger. This is gonna be a bangy zini. This is gonna be a banger. The comments are upset. Let me lock in though. Hold on. I gotta enter YouTuber mode just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. Okay, my name's Zakashi, guys, and if you haven't seen, in this video here, we are going to be discussing... No, I shouldn't do the intro like that because I need to edit it easy. Okay, my name's Zakashi, guys, and in this video here, we're going to be doing a reaction. If you haven't seen it already, the Dragon Ball Legends community Lord and Savior. A lot of you guys, at least anyways, you can't function without this guy. But of course, he's a pioneer here, so let's put our respect on the table. We got Goresh's tier list. His tier list... I'm not going to say it's insane, but a lot of people will call it that. There's 2 units in particular that are missing on this list. Well, one is. Beast Gohan, nowhere to be seen. I'm not even going to say anything. Number 2, Gogeta at number 5. That's insane to a lot of people. But of course, I'm going to assess the tier list and give my own opinion. You guys can give your own opinion. This is going to be a long video, and I don't usually react to other content creators. But... it's a chill community anyway, so we're going to do what we got to do. So, you know, we got the live stream here. We got Goresh. Ranking the top 10 characters in the game June 2024 edition. This is his list, right? And I'll just give my initial thoughts on the list. Just my initial thoughts on the list, though. I think these three is pretty fine, to be honest. I don't know what his basis is. We can assume meta, but it's whatever. I don't, like, we'll just say it's fine. These three is completely fine. Ultra UI being above Gogeta, I think, is where people really start stressing. They start going, oh my god, no way, how is Gogeta 5? Well, you can lay it down logically, you know. Before Gogeta released, I was telling people, if you have UUI, you don't need Gogeta. And I feel like UUI having an insta-kill is maybe the reason why he's above. So realistically speaking, I could see the angle. I want to hear its explanation, though, before I go too heavy on it. Gogeta should obviously be in the top 5 realm. Super Baby 2 is a very good unit. Gauge Araga. Maraga, save me! We love his gauge. Super Baby 2 is so tough, bruh. W stocks. Super 17, self-explanatory with his tap attacks. Pioneer, around 1943, he was going crazy, putting up numbers. And then Nappa and Vegeta, of course, they fit on Frieza Force, powerful opponents with Ultra Golden Frieza and these two above. We also got Bomku and Pycon. Bomku, debatable. I'm too young. I can't get key on entry. I personally wouldn't put him there, but of course, he does have value for obvious reasons. His Swan family saying GT, you know, it's whatever. His gauge is decent. It's not like Super Gauge 2, but, you know, it's good. And then Yamcha's an underrated option, but I think he doesn't appear enough in PvP to put him on the list. But he is very good. Do not sleep on him. Broly's really good as well. Bardock and Goku, they fit on the obvious teams. That's just my initial opinions, but it depends on what he has to say in the video to really just, like, conclude whether I think this is, like, accurate or not. Alright, so we're getting to the video now, and I've got it in 1.5 because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not watching a 50-minute video in normal pace. Let's look at the comments, though. So in the comment section here, we got, just because a unit isn't number 1 and is still in the top 5 doesn't mean that they are bad. That's an immediate cope. We already know that, though. But of course, I don't know what he said in this video, so I'm not gonna go too hard on it. Abid Q, yeah, some people are gonna be pretty mad about this. He's just trying to get their likes, bruh. He low-key just wanted the likes, bruh. He low-key just wanted the likes. Goresh loves Gohan so much, he should be number 1. I guess. Gogeta not being on the same level as Vegito kinda hurts, not gonna lie. If you're objective, it shouldn't really hurt. Look at the replies, though. Look at the reply difference. Look, when it's about Gohan, when it's about, like, Gogeta, 73. Gogeta, 52. Vegito gets mentioned, 34. People start replying when it's Gogeta and Vegito conversation. They're so upset. That's mad. A lot of people are upset about Gogeta, but it's truly what it is, lol. And people said Vegito only has the RR gimmick. Okay, so this person here is a really, like, I'm addressing this guy as a glazer because he feels validated because of the video. That, like, so his immediate response to the video is, you know, and people said because the Lord and, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's very good that people should have their own opinions, but that's what I tried to push anyways. Gogeta's assault chain needs to be. I'm doing too much reading, man. Let's just watch the video. I'm not gonna lie. Gotta put my headphones on.
Characters in Dragon Ball Legends video. This is going to be the June 2024 version. We probably will have multiple June 2024 versions because I'm probably going to do another one of these once the part 2 character or...
I'm not gonna lie, I can't watch it in 1.5. We're charging the 50 minutes.
Characters drop for the 6th anniversary here.
I couldn't do the 1.5.
If you guys
it was
are
too
new
fast.
to watching these sort of like ranking videos, just I always like to go through 3 things before I jump into my rankings. Number 1, all characters
1.25 is calm.
14 stars, best teams, best equips, everything, best possible situation. That's how I experience the characters, and that's the only way I think is the fairest way to judge them at max.
Okay, so his basis is at the highest level. Most people won't be able to comment because they won't be able to operate on the highest level. He does everything at the best equipment, highest stars. That's how he experiences DBL, so he's basing it off his experience. Okay, I guess so.
Max potential for every character. Second thing,
it's actually very important to note because at max potential, units are completely different. Like Super Baby 2 at 3 stars sucks. But Super Baby 2 at 9 stars or even 14, he might be God walking on Earth.
I like to view this top 10 rankings as a top 10 best position in the meta rankings, or how valuable each character is in the current meta environment.
So Yamcha is immediately disqualified. There's no way you can say top 10 in the meta environment and mention Yamcha. That's a disgrace. Low key, but cool.
Not necessarily who the best characters are in a vacuum, you know, just looking at who has the best kit compared to each other. It's which character.
Best kit compared to each other. Fair enough. I take back what I said.
Characters are going to perform the best, or provide the most value in the current environment. And then number 3, of course, these rankings in this list are created based off of my own experience using these characters and playing against the characters. So my experience might differ heavily from yours. If that's the case, then that's fine.
Sorry, this is my reaction. Anyone telling me stop yapping, go to hell. I'm gonna time you out too. You don't. This is my domain. Domain expansion. Hold that 5 minutes. Come back and enjoy the stream. Let's get it.
I would like to hear what you guys think of the rankings after you've watched this video in the comments below, so let me know what you think. With that said, let's go ahead and jump into the top 10. I think for this video, though, I'm going to actually start off with some honorable mentions, which I don't typically do, but I think there's actually a lot of viable characters right now, and I think it would make sense to at least mention some of the ones that did not make the top 10 lists, the top 10 spots in this list. All right, so I have 3 honorable mention characters here. The first one's going to be Goku.
I'm not gonna lie, that was mad toxic, but I don't care.
Goku and Bardock. The second one is going to be Yamcha, and then the last character is Green Fury Broly. Not really in any particular order. I just kind of put these 3 characters on here. These were 3 characters that I was heavily considering putting at the number 10 spot, but I think they just would fall short. Just to quickly go through the reasoning, Goku and Bardock, I think they're obviously still very good, and I think Indestructible actually gained some value from the release of the 6th anniversary characters. Pretty good mechanic to, I guess, not deter Vegito, but to
B
at least
should be there. Wow. Cry about it, bro. He's not on the list.
Nullified by Vegito's Rising or stuff like that. The only reason why I have them in honorable mentions and not in the top 10 right now is because I feel like they've been kicked off of most of their best teams by Goku and Vegeta and Goku and Vegeta.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. That was a good thing he just said. His reasoning is that Bardock and Goku don't make the list because they've been kicked off of their team because of certain units. In the same way I said Beast is not a main unit on any of his teams except Hybrid Saiyans, and Hybrid Saiyans is not a top 5 team. That's a W metric to use. Why would you use Bardock and Goku if you have Vegito and Gogeta on Saiyans or Son Fam? It just doesn't make sense. So why are you going to pick up Beast? You wouldn't, because you have Gogeta and Vegito, unless you're a Glazer.
This is a character that you would use on Sun Family or just the straight up Saiyan team.
It's not crazy.
And, unfortunately, this is an issue we've seen pretty much since the Legends Fest celebration, where they just continue to give us Sun Family character after Sun Family character after Sun Family character. And it gets to a point where the main team of Sun Family characters now have just evolved past this character being core on the team. So that's the main reason why they're not going to reach the actual top 10 rankings on my list today, but they're still a very competent and great unit.
His mic is so
I just
good.
think there's better options for their teams, and for that reason I have them honorable mentions here. Now, there's something else I do want to mention as well, is I am making this list a bit earlier than I normally do, just because I think there's been so much requests that I've been receiving to get this list out, so I am making this a bit prematurely almost. I typically like to do my God rank grind with these, the new characters to get a feel as to how they perform, as well as to how the meta is right now. So this is a bit earlier than I typically release the top 10 rankings for, but I think I have a pretty good idea as to the meta. But in terms of sort of more niche characters like Yamcha, I actually have not had a chance to test how Yamcha performs in this meta. I have not used him. I've not really fought anybody using Yamcha. So I don't really have direct experience with Yamcha and how he interacts with a lot of the new characters. But just from my experience using Yamcha prior to the anniversary celebration, I really do like this character a lot. And I feel like he actually does have a lot of value right now. He also has endurance nullification on.
He hasn't seen any Yamchas, and he hasn't been able to fight against Yamchas with the characters in this meta, and he's basing it off of prior experience to the anniversary, and automatically I think if you're an unbiased person, that kind of streams biased. If you haven't seen them in this meta to even that's not fair. I don't think that's fair. So I think Yamcha being there isn't validated, but I'm not saying his kit isn't good. It's definitely a strong bias.
When the enemy has 3 characters left, or it's like the beginning of a fight. He has double card rush speed. He can get covered with the green card.
Yamcha's kit is definitely good.
The problem with Yamcha, I feel like, in terms of his, he's fallen a little bit from the last list that I made, And the reason why is because I feel like it's just become less and less favorable to put him on to leader slots for teams, because the main issue with Yamcha is just his lack of tags, right? He's only on Super Warrior, basically. I think it's actually his only tag, Super Warrior. And Saiyan Saga is his episode, yeah. So it becomes really tough to put Yamcha on the leader slot for like just a random team, because how competitive and like it's just very, very tough to make the cut for some of these teams, especially now with all these fusing characters. They have the guaranteed full heal, and they provide so much benefits to the teams that they're on that I feel like Yamcha, you could probably just put him on like Fusion Warriors and leader slot, but it's a very competitive slot. Like it's hard to slide him in there. So I think he's very good still, but it's a bit tough to get him onto teams. And then last we have Green Fury Broly. This is one of the new 6th anniversary characters. I think for a 1% sparking, he's actually really well designed. I really like the way that they gave him a lot of value in what he wants to achieve. He feels very thematically like what Broly should feel like. And I don't really have many qualms with this character. It's just he has no innate card draw speed, which hurts, and his cover nullification is special cover nullification is very, very limited. I think he only gets 5 counts of special cover change nullification upon entry. So you know you're able to chain together like green cards into type neutral abilities, but it becomes tough to be able to do that and string together these long combos, which is what Broly wants to do because he's gaining damage and he's also stacking up his sustained damage cut penetration from his strike cards. It's tough to do that and accumulate all the damage that you want to when you don't have special cover change nullification. So he is a bit inconsistent in that regard, but he does hit very, very hard, and I feel like he's a pretty decent inclusion on like a powerful opponent setup or something like that. So I'm going to put him in honorable mentions here. I just don't think he has the premium tools that a lot of these other top 10 characters have that we're going to talk about to warrant a position on the top 10 list for me. So these are the honorable mentions. Let's go ahead and jump into the list itself. Okay, so coming in at number 10 and number 9, I have this as a sort of shared position on the list. I didn't really know who to put at 10, who to put at 9, but I feel like there's a pretty solid argument you could make for both of these characters at either one of these positions here. So we have the GT Universal Spirit Bomb Goku, and we have reviving Pikkon into Super Gogeta. I think is a very obvious argument for Pikkon to be on this list now. I don't think I included him on the past few top 10 lists, but obviously with us getting 2 very, very strong Fusion Warrior characters during the part 1 of the 6th anniversary, Pikkon does fulfill a pretty decent role as a third option for the Fusion Warrior team. I believe the video that I have going up today, a little bit earlier than this one, does have Pikkon on Fusion Warriors, and then it's just him next to the 2 6th anniversary units, Gogeta Blue and Super Vegito. Pikkon does fulfill a decent role there. He has Revival, which, I mean, Super Vegito definitely can punish you for having a Revival character, but having a Revival character and having, you know, a way to survive the Rising Rush is much better than just straight up dying to a Rising Rush from him. So
we need to start putting respect on Revival, bro. The Revival aspect of a game, in this game, sorry, is too powerful. Playing PvP with no Revival is like going to war with no armor, bro. You're just out there naked. Can't be doing that. You can't be doing that, bro. You need something to stop combos, bro. And if you can't stop the combos, you get a second try. Coming like you're playing Flappy Bird, bro. Just begging. You're just trying it, bro. You're just on the edge every single tap. Behave, man. We don't need to be playing like that when revivals exist.
In that regard, Pikkon's Revive does have a lot of value. I think purple characters have... you could argue they've been hurt a little bit by Gogeta's really... We'll get to Gogeta later in this list. But I definitely think, you know, his ability to support as well definitely helps him as well in his role as like the third character on a Fusion Warrior team. I am a bit probably less optimistic about Pikkon's future, I guess, longevity when it comes to his position on the Fusion Warrior team. Obviously, Revive is really
I am
good.
too.
The only problem that I have with him though is it takes just a long time to get his gauge filled up, and for that reason, you know, the team heal and the support are both dependent upon the gauge filling up, and as we get stronger and stronger characters, it's going to get harder to guarantee that gauge fills up. I've had a lot of fights where I just don't have the...
Would you guys say Pikkon's gauge takes long to
I have
fill?
To sack him off or whatever the situation is. So I really do like Pikkon as a character. I think the Super Gogeta side still can do decent damage.
I wouldn't say so.
Super Gogeta having a range blue that nullifies endurance is really strong as well. So I don't really have too many complaints about Pikkon. He's a pretty good green card generator as well. It's just he has like a pretty standard spot on Fusion Warriors as like a third supporting role character that has okay disrupt, and he's kind of just a solid unit. That's all around what I can say about him.
If you don't use green cards,
GT Goku is kind of in a similar spot too. GT Goku is a really strong character that is one of the only characters still that actually can tank. We've seen us.
We have to remember, he's talking about 14 stars Bomku. I heard he can tank. I said, oh. Sorry. I have to forget. I don't have him 14 stars. I don't know Boo.
Slight evolution in the meta, starting with the 6th anniversary here, that we've sort of gone away from like super mega long combos. Reverse of that. We've gone from a meta that is more so determined upon getting hit real...
Appreciate you subscribing, bro.
Really hard in like a few hits to a meta of decently long combos. If you guys have fought against the 6th anniversary fusions, you know, the pre-fused versions, and even potentially the fused versions, but the Goku and Vegeta side of those characters, they combo for a long time. They're hitting you with like 6, 7, 8, 9 arts cards in a combo. And for that reason, we're able to take advantage of GT Kid Goku's healing. And I feel like another strong reason why I would have Kid Goku in the 9 or 10 slot here, he's a really good character to be used against Vegito, because Vegito can Rising Rush this character, and you can't guess him. But remember, Goku removes enemies' endurance nullification effects when they activate Rising Rush, so Goku actually could survive Vegito's Rising Rush, which I think is pretty important. I think I just like Kid Goku as like a solid inclusion on like pretty much any Saiyan team, Sun Family team. He's pretty decent on GT, of course. GT is still a viable team. I think GT's been a little hurt by the 6th anniversary characters. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but I don't really see much of an argument to have GT Goku or Pikkon really like out of the top 10. I don't really know. I think if you had to ask me which one I think I like better right now, I would just say Pikkon, solely due to the Fusion Warrior team right now being really strong, especially with all the HP that you can have. I think my Pikkon on the team that I used with the Fusion Warrior build earlier was like 4 million health or something. He had 4 million health. So pretty strong character. Disrupt. GT Goku kind of similar. He can fulfill a decent role as a finisher when you can remove your opponent's advantage as the last man standing. And overall, just like, one of the only characters that actually can tank right now. So number 10, number 9.
Remember, it's at 14 stars. Every time he says Bomku can tank, you don't have the XP to know what it's like to have a 14-star Bomku. He does, though. So let him land.
List, we have GT Spirit Bomb Goku, and we have reviving Pikkon into Super Gogeta. Let's move on to number 8. Coming in at number 8 is going to be Nappa, who revives into Vegeta from the Saiyan Saga. I think this character is a very solid unit. Nothing really too oppressive about them. I think I actually have them a bit lower on this list than I did in the list prior, and the main reason why...
Nah, GT is viable. I looked at him like that because I was again thinking like it's at 14 stars, because if you're using Bomku, who's at 14 stars, he's gonna heal and have tankiness at 14 stars. Imagine also on GT with Super Baby 2 at 14 stars, he's obviously gonna be viable on GT. The team is a high standard team that's meant to take hits, heal, you know. Super Gauge 2 is gonna work well.
Why? It's just because
it is viable at the highest.
On the list
I could see that. I could actually see that angle. Like, you have to open up your mind a little bit.
Few slots. I don't really think this character has lost or gained any value like tremendously since the last list. I think he's just overall a very solid character. He's a safe inclusion on...
If you got anything lower than 9, bro, just pack up that team, bro.
Overall, just a good unit.
Just pack up that team.
If there's one thing you can say about him, he maybe lost a little bit of value in the fact that when you have a Saiyan team, you have a few more options to consider when building it. I mean, you have the 2 fusion characters now. You, of course, have Ultra UI Goku. You have, like, potentially Baby is a Saiyan as well. So there's a lot of, you know, just straight up really strong Saiyan characters that you want to include on this team, and maybe, you know, maybe Nappa doesn't make the cut anymore. But I think, again, you can never really go wrong with this character. I think his ability to draw a million greens with his main ability, he has an early main ability too, a lot of stop time abilities, double stop time with the main into green. Unfortunately, he doesn't provide any support, which I think would have definitely helped his case to be ranked a bit higher on this list. However, I do think that Nappa and Vegeta is probably going to age better than maybe a lot of the characters on here, just because of how good both of their forms are. Nappa, as like a pre-revival state of a character, is a very capable character by himself, and I would say he's probably more capable than a lot of the other like pre-revival characters that we've seen. Just a really tanky character. You can build him that way, especially on a team that has like other Saiyan Saga characters. If you can get away with it, like maybe Yamcha or something, you can gain access to some crazy equipment to boost his defenses. And it really does become an issue when you can't really kill the first life of a revival character. I guess something else you can mention in terms of him losing some value is Super Vegito potentially gaining damage and Dragon Balls from killing this guy's first life. But again, I don't really think that's that big of an issue. And on the other side of that, you can kind of make it into a positive that at least he's going to live the Super Vegito Rising Rush, because there are so many characters. Like 99% of the game dies to a Super Vegito Rising Rush. And yes, Super Vegito gets buffs for, you know, defeating the first life of a revival character, but at least the revival character is still alive. So I think there is actually some innate value in that. But I feel comfortable with Nappa and Vegeta being at number 8 on the list. Again, these slots are not like definitive. You can slide them up or down a slot or 2 or something. It's fine. But yeah, Nappa, Vegeta number 8. Let's move on to number 7.
I didn't like his honorable mentions because of Yamcha, so I'm just going to say that off rip. I don't mind Bardock and Goku and Broly though, but the Yamcha basis was really like weak in my opinion. Everything else in the video so far has been like, this. It's good. It's good. Like I'm messing with this so far.
All right, number 7, we have Super 17. I think this is the first character on the list that I would say there is a pretty significant change from the prior list. I think he probably was at least top 4 on the other list that I made, so he did fall a few slots here. Main reason is just because this guy basically is powerless in the face of Super Vegito. And I don't mean just the Fuse version. Like, you use this character against the Goku and Vegeta side of that character, and he's not doing very much. He really isn't. And I think at this point, at least in my experience, again, I am making this video a bit earlier than I normally do. I am currently God rank just because I've recorded so many videos this season that I don't even technically need to do a God rank grind, but based off of my experience in playing as many PvP matches as I have this season, I would say that very, very easily Super Vegito is the most common character, which makes sense. Headliner of the 6th anniversary with Gogeta Blue. I would say Super.
Okay. He said with Gogeta Blue. I'm still putting my money on Gogeta being the most used unit in BR70 and higher, just based off Gogeta having so many glazes after the Broly movie is released. Like, he's actually hype as hell.
Super Vegito is even more so than Gogeta Blue, easily a more common character to encounter, at least in my experience. And with that in mind, it just becomes a lot more.
Chat, who have you fought more? More Vegetos or more Gogetas? I've definitely fought more Gogetas than Vegetos, but Goresh is saying he's fought more Vegetos than Gogetas. So, like, that's his experience, but my experience is different. I've definitely fought way more Gogetas. Like, it's not even close.
More tough to utilize this character. This is the only red character on this list. I mean, he's still very good, of course. You can still solo.
Oh, sorry. Did he say that was the only red character on this list? Oh yeah. Wasn't there another red unit? I forgot his name. Man. Like Monster Gohan or something like that. Monster Gohan. I think something like that.
Teams with this character, right? If your opponent is gonna, like, you know, tap attack you or something, and you absorb the tap attack or the blast or whatever, you can definitely make things happen. He still hits very, very hard. Remember, he's stacking damage whenever he fills the gauge up. There's a lot of ways that we can praise this character. I just don't really feel that this guy has the same amount of impact that he did just, 2 weeks ago before the anniversary started. That Super Vegito character is just very, very easily able to wall this character off. And I think even more so than just them having straight up type advantage against this character, the more impressive thing to me in Goku and Vegeta's Super Vegeta's ability to fend this guy off is the fact that they are mostly going to be immune to the health debuffs. This character inflicting the Super Vegeta, like, not just Super Vegeta, but this character inflicting all those health debuffs every time he hits the enemy with a blast card, that was one of the reasons why it was so difficult to come back from just taking combos from this character. The fact that Super Vegeta does not care about that, and the fact that he can just very quickly heal all the damage back up, it means that you don't really have to care about this guy's combos with Super Vegeta on your team. And when Super Vegeta is the most common character that I'm seeing right now, it definitely does hurt this guy in terms of viability, but there are definitely still, situations where the opponent maybe can't switch into Super Vegito and this guy can just quickly kill somebody with a few blasts. Like, that's definitely a thing that you could do. So I'm not completely writing this character off. He's still 7 on the list, but certainly not as much value as he had prior to the start of the 6th anniversary.
I kind of like how a lot of Super 17, like Goresh's whole basis, or like at least 80% of his basis for Super 17 being 7 and not higher, is simply because Vegito exists. Vegito's existence has literally put a thorn in Super 17. If Vegito didn't exist, Super 17 would probably be top 4 on the list for Goresh. All he's talked about is how Vegito basically stops this guy from performing at a high level, for the most part. Like, not all entirely, because obviously Super 17 is still 7 on the list, like he said. But he's literally just been talking about Vegito mostly. And that's mad interesting.
So Super 17 is going to come in at number 7. Let's move on to number 6. All right, so coming in at number 6, we have LF Super Baby 2. This character, I think, definitely has been aging pretty well so far. We'll see if that continues as we move forward.
Super Gauge 2!
One of the main reasons why he's high up on the list is because there are very few scary red units. Super 17, we just talked about him. I would say that overall, my experience in how many times I actually encounter somebody using Super 17 has significantly fallen. People are just not, I guess, feeling as comfortable using him when a mega powerful blue character now exists who's pretty much able to wall him off. So that plus the fact that, when you don't have type advantage against this character and you can't do just like chunks and chunks of his health pool per arts card, it becomes very tough to deal with this guy because he's destroying your entire hand. He's locking your main, he's removing your vanish, and he's drawing these cards.
That's exactly how I spoke about him. He's doing this, he's doing that, he's doing that. He's adapting. Super Gauge 2, that's my guy, bruh.
That are able to, like, obscure your hand. He's getting vanish back. Like, this character is really...
No. Listen to all the things that he does. Listen. You actually need to listen. Super Gauge 2 is actually unbeatable, bro.
Per arts card. it becomes very tough to deal with this guy because he's destroying your entire hand. He's locking your main. He's removing your vanish, and he's drawing these cards that are able to like obscure your hand. He's getting vanish back. Like, this character is really powerful. So I mean, it's a pretty obvious reason why I have him so high up on this list. I think a lot of people recently have begun to notice that this guy can become pretty devastating. I think a lot of the reason why people really didn't see this guy as much of a threat up until this point, I think I've mentioned this in the prior few lists as well, is just the fact that not a lot of people summon for this guy. And this is a character that has one of these gauges where it just gets better and better the higher the star of the character is, because they're able to tank hits better, right? The most important resource this character has is his health pool. If his health pool is low, you can't leverage the...
That's wrong, Goresh. The most important resource he has is adaptation. Super Gauge 2. He's going to adapt to you offensively and defensively because of his gauge. This is Maharaga. Get it right.
Unique gauge, you can't activate his abilities, and at that point, he's essentially a dead character. Thankfully, they did give him a lot of healing in his skin. I believe he heals whenever he switches into the battlefield. He heals with his main ability. You have characters that you can use him alongside, such as other regen characters that can assist with his healing. So it's really important to make sure that you are actively managing his health pool so that you can leverage the unique gauge, which is the entire...
Yeah, Loza, he locks in. So, he can lock you in on offense. I have had pretty good experiences using this character in this meta. Insane. I've used him in a few videos so far, and still really haven't encountered a ton of people using Baby. I think the reasoning, again, is just because many people didn't summon for him when his banner first released, just because of how dominant Super 17 was at that point, and people probably just felt it wasn't worth it. Super 17 had
but
this
I
guy on
guarantee you,
ropes.
if this guy is brought back anytime soon, and I think he probably... Will he be on the Part 2 banner? Maybe, because they brought Super Vegeta back already, and this guy was the next LF to release after Super Vegeta. I could definitely see them bringing back Ultra Gohan before the Part 2 character, and then maybe they bring back Super VB2 on the Part 2 character banner if they want to actually make it decently enticing. But this guy, I think...
That makes me think they're going to drop a Frieza and Cooler tag
getting him start up. They'll notice how good he is, but I don't really have much, I don't have many negative things to say about Super BB2. He's just an all-around very strong, very solid character that is in a pretty good situation right now in terms of there not being super mega dominant red characters. So number 6 is going to be LF Super BB2. Let's move on to number 5. Okay, so coming in at number 5, we have Fusing...
People are upset. We have to hear him out. We have to hear him out. This is Oh my days. Oh. Chat. For all the guys are already hating Goresh, yeah, like because of this placement. Look, let's lock in. We can't be hating them because okay, I can't play the whole song, but you know how the song goes. We can't be hating because we don't know what he's going to say. Let's be peaceful and actually listen to his explanation, because based on his premise, it's 14 stars.
Gogeta Blue, and this is, I know people are going to be very, very upset at this.
Chai! He even knows that he knows he's a self-aware guy. He knows.
I could have.
He's started. It's all. Hey, I'm trolling, but that is funny. That is funny. We cannot lie. That is funny. Let's actually listen though, because I think I'm going to agree. I genuinely think I'm going to agree. But yo, that is hilarious.
Very easily have put this character higher up on my list and appeased, the players here. But this is my honest opinion. I'm not going to flub the rankings just because this is a very popular character. I know this is a very, very hype character. This is probably one of the single greatest and most hype releases ever in this game. I am content with them being number 5 on this list. I'm going to explain why I have them here, and you guys can feel free to disagree with me. Again, remember what I said at the beginning of this video. This is entirely based on my experience. You guys might have a completely different experience than me with using this character.
Gogeta started at 810. Gogeta started at 810, bro. The Gogeta's part started at 2010. We are now at 2055, bruv. And he hasn't even said one thing about why he's number 5. He knows he's gonna get flamed, bro. Because you guys are on him. It's been 50 seconds. He hasn't said anything about Gogeta. He's just been pre-defending himself. Like, because he knows how you guys are gonna react. This is a self-aware king here. I'm not even glazing. But 50 seconds of defending before you've even made 1 point for his position is kind of crazy, bro.
Most of you guys probably aren't using this character at 14 stars against other 14-star characters. There's a lot of different factors that go into why I have them at number 5. So I'm just going to go through some of the reasons here about why I have them at number 5 on the list and why I don't have them higher, etc. So let's just...
It's been a minute and 7 seconds.
Start by talking about some of the positive aspects of this character. So first things first, I think they're actually a very, very strong character pre-fusion. They have constant green card generation, which allows them to chain their tag switch many, many times in a row. They have really decent vanish restoration mechanics with the switch and getting them their vanish back. And one thing that I actually am going to mention with this character, and I mentioned the same exact thing when we get to Super Vegeta later on in this video. One of the things that I am really impressed with this character and the Vegito character, both the 6th anniversary units, is they are not as reliant on card draw speed as basically every other character in the game. They draw a lot of their cards through forced card draw. And what I mean by forced card draw is when they enter the battlefield, they draw a card. When they use a green card, they draw a card. When they tag switch, they draw a card. So instead of relying on double card draw speed, triple card draw speed, whatever it is, they just generate cards with their abilities, which I really do like. It's kind of like a way for them to power creep like traditional card draw speed.
That's a good point. It's not something I ever thought about, because when I kind of like... What my main downplay for Gogeta is that his green card doesn't give him 100% fill, so his synchro happens slower. But that is kind of countered by the fact that they draw cards quickly through just like entry and things like that. So it does allow them to reach their synchro fast. But I feel like as time goes along, that would also get power crept. So even though it does look good now, long term it might not be that great. So he does make a good point there. Vegito does the exact same thing. Yeah, but they're not the same unit. He's just talking pre-transformation. Stick to Gogeta, bro.
And we now do have a lot of different characters that debuff card draw speed. So even if you're in a situation where like you're fighting against a character that maybe gives you like -2 card draw speed levels, this character is really not going to care about that as much as many other units because they just generate cards without needing to rely on card draw speed, which I think is really good. They have a really powerful key disrupt at half health. I think it's -70 key, I believe, is what it is when they hit 50% health, which obviously will activate mid-combo as well. Something that I really don't see many people talking about, and this is also going to carry over to the post-fusion version of this character as well, is they have really, really good bulk. This is a really tanky unit.
Everyone's been saying that.
Mechanic where they gain
well, at least from my point of
15%
view.
reduced damage received against impact damage for 5 counts after using
Mars is in 1.25. He doesn't usually talk this fast.
an arts card. You can actually, I didn't even realize you could do this when I was doing my initial breakdowns of this character, but it really is tangible once you get to use them. You can actually stack that effect up multiple times, and I've had a lot of instances where I'm like in full screen, I throw out a blast card, I get PV'd, and then I throw out like another card right away to stack this effect, and the opponent goes for like a blue card, and the blue card hits me for like almost no damage.
The impact resistance is that's what he's talking about. That's actually a good feature, and I can imagine at 14 stars, this guy's a Hall of Fame brick wall, bro, setting screen like Shaq.
So they are a really, really powerful defensive character. I would say that my issue and my issues with this character almost entirely lie with the fuse version of this character. So
let's hear it. Lock in, because this way he's going to start talking about Gogeta.
Gogeta Blue. Once you fuse into Gogeta Blue, again, I would probably echo some of the things I talked about with their pre-fuse version, and one of the main reasons why is because they're actually, or once you fuse into Gogeta, he actually is one of the best defensive characters in the game.
That one wasn't for Goresh. That one wasn't for Goresh. That one was for Gogeta. That one was for Gogeta. You know, when we're talking about Gogeta's defenses, the almighty Blue Fusion, the one that was bullying Broly, best animated Dragon Ball movie, you're saying he's a defensive unit? You have to pack it up, bro. I'm not gonna lie, Gogeta guys. You guys, he's not even lying as well. You're saying Gogeta. We saying he's a defensive menace. Part 2. Chai. We might have to pack it up, bro. We might, like, I'm not even joking. Like, okay. So I'm not, again, this is it's actually in defense of what Goresh is saying. If Gogeta's biggest attribute it's not his biggest attribute, but if the main thing that people are noticing is his defense, he's kind of cooked. Everybody noticed he's tanky, even though Goresh said people haven't mentioned it. I've been seeing a lot of people mention it. And if he's just a defensive menace, say goodbye.
He is healing constantly. He has type
Healing.
neutrality defensively. He just
Type neutrality. What is he, like a fairy? Flipping heck, man. Do some damage, bruv.
destroys blast cards on entry, so he does have disrupt. And he does maintain the same impact damage reduction mechanic that they have before fusing. So defensively, I think this is actually a really strong unit. But there are certain things that I really don't like about the fuse version. Number one, he doesn't draw a card on entry.
Woo-wee! I agree. We have Bomku. I can't. I'm too young to get key on entry. Now we've got GB. Hey man, I ain't bring my card to order this food, bruh. I ain't bring my card to order this food, man. You got me. He's not bringing cards. Hey, bruh. You got your card, bruh. You can pay for me. Hey, that's facts. That's actually facts, though. You're saying the combo just stops in motion. Oh.
That might not sound that important, not drawing a card on entry. But
no motion.
It really does matter, because that would have helped his assault chain mechanic so much. If you aren't going to be spawning a card on entry, because remember, he's going to change the cards in his hand to strikes, or the blaster. He changes all blast cards to strikes when he hits the opponent with a strike or a blast for the first time. That really is the best way to be able to take advantage of assault chain. And I guess with that being said, we'll just immediately go into the assault chain portion of this. This is probably my biggest gripe with the character. I just really don't think assault chain is good enough. I am going to be very adamant about this. The entire gimmick of fused Gogeta Blue is the assault chain mechanic, and it's his only way of getting special cover change nullification. It's his only way of getting it. He doesn't technically, I don't think he even technically gains special cover change nullification ever when he fuses with Gogeta. Right? Technically, what you can do is you can tag out with Goku and Vegeta and then fuse into Gogeta. And if you still have a charge left of the special cover change nullification from the switch ability, that can carry over to Gogeta Blue when you fuse with them, which is a pretty powerful effect. But Gogeta Blue himself, I don't think there's any way he actually gains special cover change nullification outside of his assault chain mechanic, because that's the whole purpose of the assault chain mechanic. I'm pretty sure, like, I don't want to make general statements like this that often, but I'm pretty sure that they just didn't fully playtest the assault chain mechanic before its implementation, because the fact that it has to be chained in right away and it can't be sidestepped or charge stepped into, like, that significantly reduces the power level of this character. I think it is pretty powerful that you can, assault chain your way into the gauge filling up, and you can go type neutral and you can draw more cards, but it's just not strong enough. The fact that you have to rely on the assault chain to get cover null, I think it's fine that he nullifies those, like, counter gauges. It's fine. I think I have two hot takes about this character that I'll go through.
Mentioning hot takes in a tier list video. Astaghfirullah, bro. Hot takes in a tier list video. Oh my days, bruv. Oh my days, bruv. I was actually agreeing with him. Like, I was hearing everything, bro. Like, I was locked in. He was making some good points. I need to hear these hot takes, but the fact you're making hot takes in the first place is very, very questionable. But, like, the way I'm seeing it, everything he said is pretty much valid. Everything I feel about Goji is pretty much the same thing. Especially, can you imagine? Yeah, let me put you guys in this scenario. Could you imagine being 14 stars? Let me even full screen. Could you imagine being 14 stars with Gogeta? You're not drawing cards on entry. You left your card at home. Chipotle is not taking any any cash. You left your card at home, bro. They've only got debit card. You don't have your card, bro. You're not drawing cards in entry. And then you somehow have a couple cards. So let's say you start doing your assault chain. You're not drawing more cards. Guess who you're fighting? Super Baby 2. Super Gauge 2. You're not breaking him. You're not breaking him. You're not breaking him. How are you getting through? You're not killing him. His gauge gonna pop. You don't have draw speed because you're assault chaining. So what are you doing? Even if you're fighting anybody else, if it's a 14-star battle, you're doing a full deck of cards. You're not doing enough damage to kill him. What are you doing? He was like, bro, the assault chain is a valid concept, but on paper, you're not killing anybody in 4 cards. You're just not. You're not killing no one in 4 cards, bro. So applying it like that, like, it does seem good, but at 14 stars with Garesh's explanation, it's just not working. It's just not working. It's not working. You're not killing anybody. You're not getting through. You're not doing enough damage. It's lackluster as hell. That concept sounds amazing because you can avoid the UI thing. Maybe if he's low health, then he will get through. But really and truly, in most cases, bro, like... But let's get to these hot takes because I'm scared right now. What's he gonna say? What 2 hot takes is he gonna give, bro? Because these explosions are crazy.
Through here. Number 1, I would rather this character, when they're fused into Gogeta Blue, I would rather they simply have cover nullification for 5 counts after using a strike or a blast card than the entire assault chain mechanic. If they delete
No explosion. No explosion. That's a good hot take. Dare I say? Nah, no explosion. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry, chat. No, not this time. Not this time. Not this time, bruh. It's actually a good hot take. It's actually a good hot take. Could you imagine the first time on entry? Do you know why it's a good hot take? You know why it's a good hot take? Because he basically described UVB on entry. Or is it UFB? It's Super 17 on entry, sorry. Every time Super 17 comes in, he gets the cover null, which is super annoying to deal with. And if you could guarantee that with Gogeta, fair enough, you won't be able to get around UI Goku. Fair enough, you won't be able to avoid Gohan. But the cover null guarantees you, and you can just get the card draw speed as normal. Then on top of that, he does have his main still where he gets his vanish back. So he basically just becomes an upgraded Ultra Super Vegito. So would you prefer Ultra Super Vegito with cover null or the assault chain? Dare I say I'm taking Ultra Super Vegito with cover null? Dare I say Ultra Super Vegito with cover null, bro? It's a good hot take if you actually think about it. It's a good hot take. I can see why people would disagree immediately. But like USV, you know, if you remember Prime Ultra Super Vegito in his prime, the combos were long. What did Lowski say? Come long like Chankar Dash. I don't even know what he was talking about. Bro, those combos come long. Uzi was talking about money longer. You're going to be doing long combos, not getting stopped. That is a good hot take. I thought it was going to be crazy.
Deleted the assault chain mechanic and just gave Gogeta Blue cover nullification for 5 counts upon using a strike or a blast card, I would like that more, I'm pretty sure. That is the exact same special cover change nullification mechanic that Ultra Super Saiyan 2 Gohan has. And a lot of characters have that. I think like Ultra Janemba has that too. I think like the Red Supreme Kai has that. I think his might be when you land a card, but it's pretty much the same thing. The lack of special cover change nullification, then the fact that you can only use that when you're chaining cards together, and chaining strike cards too, it's not good enough. It is not good enough. It would have made this character ridiculous, which I think is fine. But I think, again, they'd have to playtest this, but I think if they just made Assault Chain occur on every strike card, no matter what you were doing, I think that would have been better. It would have been fine.
If they made the strike chain occur on every single strike, he would be the best in the game. Because then you can choose whenever you want to do it. If you didn't have to chain it, you can just do it whenever. You can still get the longer combos, and you would be the best in the game. But it doesn't make sense. So like, okay, here I'm gonna counter Goresh a little bit. He didn't really think his point through, because you have to think about it gameplay wise. So the whole point of a chain mechanic is that Gogeta from long range, like in the movie, he charges through and punches you. Then he charges through and punches you. If he's already at point blank, you can't do an assault chain. So like, it doesn't cover the source material. So it'd have to be a bit different. Maybe he flies around him or something. They'd have to change the animations. That's why it's meant to be a chain from long range. That's the whole point. So like, they just changed the animation at close range. But based on what it is, like Gogeta, like what he done in the movie, from distance, he was going, and he was dodging everything and coming in with the punches. That's what it's meant to be. So, yeah, but if it happened every time, what he's saying in general, however they decide to adapt it, they can do their own animations like they do with SV. I think it would work. It would be way better.
I think so.
He'd be the best in the game.
It's possible it would be too good, but I'm just telling you guys right now, the assault chain mechanic, I would consider to be a failure. I think they tried something different. I'm going to give them props for that. I am not a fan of the assault chain mechanic. Okay, so here's something else too. I hate the strike counter unique gauges. I hate Ultra Super Saiyan 2 Gohan's unique gauge. I hate Ultra...
Chat, can we get... I hate Gohan. I hate Ultra Gohan. Bro, I hate UI, bro. I'm not gonna lie, those units are toxic.
UI Goku's unique gauge. I hate Ultra Janemba's unique gauge. I've never been a fan of those auto gauges. I'm not saying that Assault Chain is not good enough because I like those gauges. I'm saying it because it's... I don't like those gauges, and we need a way to deal with them, and this was not a good enough way to deal with them. That's the conclusion to what I'm saying about Assault Chain. And then the other hot take that I have is, I think this might be crazy to some people, but I think the pre-fuse version of this character is in a lot of instances just straight up better than the fuse version of this character.
He dragged it. He's dragging 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 it, bruh. What did, like, bro, they tag switch. I guess they get cards, and they have the gauge where once it gets to the max, you can empty it. Post vanish, post transformation, sorry, so post synchro, the main ability literally has a, you get a vanish back. The green card increases timer counts. Even though the what you call it, I agree with his downsides about the assault chain, but it's still an option to help you overcome the UI gauges. Like, it kind of seems contradictory to say, imagine saying, I hate this, and I hate this. The solution they gave you is Gogeta. Fair enough, Gogeta isn't the best solution, but it's literally the only one you have. It's like saying, bro, imagine you're homeless on the street, bro. You haven't eaten in 4 days. You've been on a water fast against your will. They give you a slice of bread, and then you basically say, nah, this water fast is calm, bro. That's a drag. That's a drag. That is a drag. I have to say that is a drag. I do not agree with that. I think the post is still better, not by much, but like, it's not that bad to say that the pre is way better. It's still an effect. There's still an effect that applies. It's still good. It's not the best it could be. Do I agree it's a failure? What did Antetokounmpo say? LeBron played for 15 years. He got four championships. He got like 6 championships or whatever. The other 9 was a failure? The other 9 was a failure? Nah, man. Nah, man. Nah, man. Carlos, appreciate the donation, bro. Appreciate the donation, bro.
It makes sense to fuse into Gogeta to get the heal in a lot of cases. And I also think Gogeta is probably better than Goku and Vegeta once you've gotten all the cover null charges from the switch ability. Remember, they only get 2 charges of cover nullification every time they use each side's switch ability. But when you look at it from all the different mechanics that both forms of this character has, and you use this character enough times to really understand what they're doing, and you get like a better feel and sense for how the character operates, it really feels like in certain instances you would just simply rather continue fighting with Goku and Vegeta as opposed to Gogeta.
Do you know what that argument reminds me of? Like right here. Do you see how he said, oh, once you understand, once you know how to use them, it reminds me of, what was that unit? That unit that was also Goku Blue and Vegeta Blue. They dropped for the festival. What was it? Ken Kaneki Evolution something? Flipping heck, man. I don't remember. But that unit, you had to do all this tag switching, comboing, flipping heck, man. You gotta read a whole manual just to use them correctly. Nah, man. That's forcing that's agenda. That's the agenda of hell. Why do I have to read a manual to understand how to use them when I can just transform and play a simple unit that does basically equal thing? So at a pro level, I guess so, Evo Ken's good. But the odds of you playing at a pro level consistently 24/7? Nah, man. That's not happening.
At least that's how I feel in a lot of cases.
It's how he feels. I guess he's definitely better than me at using Gogeta, because I suck then. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I'm not even saying that sarcastically. I'm not good at using Gogeta.
Which I don't like that. I think the fused version of this character,
I'm not even joking,
go
bro.
for every character that uses the synchro gauge moving forward. I would rather every character post fusion, post synchro gauge usage, I would rather they all just be better, period, than the pre-synchro gauge version of the character. There's no reason for there to be like situationally, actually the pre-synchro gauge version is better. Like that, I don't think that needs to be a thing. I don't think there needs to be certain situations where like the pre-fused versions of characters are better, because it makes no sense thematically. That's not how the world of Dragon Ball works. You don't fuse and then become worse. So those are 2 hot takes I have about Gogeta, and you guys can let me know what you think about that, what those things are. I think they needed to... I actually have no problems at all with the Goku and Vegeta side of this character. I would actually... The Goku and Vegeta side of this character alone is why this character is at number 5 on this list. If the Goku and Vegeta side were worse, that would be the dictating factor as to if they would maybe potentially even move down on this list.
You know what, like, okay, this is my last time pausing on Gogeta, yeah. But this is the perfect analogy, yeah. So you know when you're playing like console games and stuff, or PC games, you know nowadays you can just install mods and the cheats will activate or whatever you want to do. But imagine, this is basically Evo Ken and Gogeta pre-transformation. To activate the cheats, you gotta hit some... When I can just install the mods on Google nowadays. But they want me to do the PS2 methods just to get the same outcome. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it, bro. I'm not doing it, bro. Just give me the download. Just give me the download, bro.
They needed to make the assault chain mechanic better, and I think in that way, Gogeta would have been better, and these guys would have been higher on this list. But the assault chain mechanic needed to be better. It needed to be better to give us ways of punishing those counter gauges. It needed to be better because you can't charge or sidestep into strike cards, which is like the main... We've been charged and sidestepping in this game since day one, basically, since pre-first anniversary. There are certain instances where I would say not charge stepping and just going right away is the correct thing to do for some characters. But to have it be like the main thing that Gogeta wants to do, it needed to either be better or they needed to change the way the mechanic functioned. That's it. It's just not good enough. It's not good enough. So I guess a TLDR that I'll put in here as to like a summarization of why I don't like the assault chain mechanic and why I think it's not good enough is because it really just comes down to cover nullification, special cover change nullification, because that is, again, I'll reiterate, his only way of getting special cover change nullification is by using the assault chain ability, which essentially means you are not sidestepping and you're not charge stepping. In 2024, June, we're halfway through 2024. I mean, we are dictating you must just click all your strike cards in a row to get special cover change nullification when this is a 6th anniversary character. This is the headlining character of the 6th anniversary, and he has no way of getting special cover change nullification outside of chaining your cards together. I'm sorry, that's not good enough. That's just not good enough. And then a last point that I have, just wanted to say as well, that in the Gogeta state, I'm really not a fan of his green card since it can't be chained into Assault Chain, right? You can't chain his green card into Assault Chain, because if you, let's just say you green card and then your opponent switches into like Super Saiyan 2 Gohan or something, if you only have a strike in your hand, like you can't attack.
I like that point a lot.
So anyway, those are my thoughts on Gogeta Blue. I think, again, the pre-fused version Goku and Vegeta are very, very strong. They're probably the highlight of the character for me. And I think Gogeta Blue should have been better. Assault Chain should have been better. And then at that point,
when does Vegeta get covered now on his green card?
The character would have been ranked higher, but that's just what I think. Let's move on to number 4 on the list. All right, we just spent like 12 minutes talking about Gogeta, so I'm not going to try and spend too much time on UI. You guys know how this character works. He's a very safe option for pretty much any team. Like, you could honestly just throw this guy in leader for like any team and he'll be good. He'll help you win. The anti-cover change mechanic is still really busted. I think the lack of red characters now, Super 17 is kind of not fallen off, but he's definitely, you know, being seen less now definitely helps this guy a little bit. And the fact that Sun Family is just continuing to get buff after buff after buff. I think the best Sun Family version right now is this Goku, Ultra Gohan, and Vegito. I think that's the best Sun Family team right now, and it's just super, super annoying to fight.
I didn't hear what you said.
And the fact that Sun Family is just continuing to get buff after buff after buff. I think the best Sun Family version right now is this Goku, Ultra Gohan, and Vegito. I think that's the best Sun Family team right now, and it's just super, super annoying to fight.
What? Oh, this Goku.
Ultra Gohan, and Vegito. I think that's the
I'm
best
moving so slow.
Right, sorry. Super, super annoying.
Hey, that's the team I was running.
You have a yellow, green, and blue, which is like a perfect color team.
It is a good team.
A lot of those characters just cover each other's weaknesses. This guy with his gauge, Gohan with his gauge, Vegeta with his offensive power. And
that's the team I was using.
That team is just really, really good. UI Goku is just, he's aging really well because of his gauge, because of his sub-count manipulation, because of his green card generation, the ability to combo that with Gohan. It almost kind of feels like we graduated from like the Goku and Bardock plus UI team to Goku and Bardock have sort of fulfilled their purpose, and now we move on to
no enemies. I have to catch you in 4K. They got you on the stream. They're gonna see you in the video. You weren't using Vegito. You weren't using Vegito. It's right here, bro. Anyways.
UI Goku plus Ultra Gohan, which is the same thing, right? The same premise behind the team. The only reason why I think Goku and Bardock plus UI Goku was so oppressive is because UI
I
Goku
wasn't using it today.
No enemies
for the first time. I had the team
pre-built for the first 2 times or so. So what you would do is you generate a green card with UI. You would just go into Goku and Bardock and you would just green card people and you would combo forever. Well, now you can do it with Gohan.
I used it for the whole 24-hour stream
as an AoE green card. And Gohan's AoE green card is better than Goku and Bardock's because it doesn't have a long animation. So that's a really annoying team. We of course have again Vegito on this team as well. And I feel like UI Goku just pairs up really well with those units. It's just Sun Family. Dragon Ball Legend Sun Family is what we've been doing for the past like 7 months now. So I don't really see this character falling off anytime soon unless we start to get like some really, really broken red characters. Sorry, not purple. Red characters who do some stupid things like locking in or stuff like that. So we'll see. I don't really see an argument to have this guy lower than this. I mean, he's just really, really broken still.
Argument to have this guy lower than 4. No, I think he's pretty safe. He's pretty safe, bro. Especially like just on his own, he's such a heavy unit to deal with. I was using him a lot today. He guarantees you a free kill. What more can you ask for from a unit? Especially if you have him at 14 stars, which I do. So I can't really complain there. From using UI Goku, I definitely think UI Goku is a lot simpler to use than Gogeta, and on top of that, he gives you an easier solution to win the game than Gogeta. You don't have to worry about anything when you're using UI Goku. And at 14 stars, I don't have Gogeta at 14 stars, but I know what UI can do. And even just based off their kit though, UI Goku is definitely the safer option to use. So yeah, but I'm very curious to see how he justifies like Golden Frieza, Ultra Gohan, and for Vegito. I still feel like Gogeta at 5 it looks crazy. It looks crazy, and I feel like he downplayed him a lot more than necessary. But the placement just isn't wrong. That's what's crazy. At 14 stars, it does look crazy. The thing is, it's not about what it looks like though. You have to actually think. Think, Loza. You actually have to think. You actually have to think. And that's what's like It's like I can't fathom a world where Gogeta is actually 5th. But like with the justifications for it, if we laid down everything they do on a table, the advantages and disadvantages, everybody would have a lot of advantages, but Gogeta would have the most disadvantages out of the top 5. His disadvantages will have to place him 5th over everybody else's disadvantages and advantages. Advantages, they all have maybe equal, but disadvantage would be more. We can actually list it out after the stream if you want to.
Just really broken, really annoying, and really easy to use. You just kind of don't touch the screen, and you get value out of them. So I have Ultra UI Goku at number 4. I really was rooting for Gogeta Blue to take the spot from him, but I can't. I will be honest with you guys. I initially did have Gogeta Blue as a 4/5 shared spot with this character.
Timeout fading. Timeout fading. I'm not even going to do it. Someone else do it. I'm going to wait till someone times him out. This is not your domain, buddy. You came here to see me. It's my reaction. Hold that 5 minutes. Think about your character. And then come back. If you want to. You got your free will. Be a better person.
And I knew they weren't as good as this guy. I knew this guy right now in this meta is more valuable than Gogeta is.
Appreciate you,
but
mods,
I really
bro.
wanted to believe.
Love you guys.
I really wanted to believe that Gogeta and this guy could stand on even footing. But as I played more, as I saw people using this guy way more, like this guy, I think in my experience, I'm now in God rank again, and I've been fighting more good players recently, and this guy is, I would say, significantly more widely used in God rank, at least in Japan, than Gogeta is, because I think people are starting to realize that Gogeta is not as good as this guy right now. I had to separate the rankings. Just because I don't want to be like somebody who just follows what the community wants. Like I could put Gogeta higher on the list. I could do it. I could do it for the sake of appeasing, you know, people watching this video. But this is, in my opinion, the more accurate ranking. So UI Goku at number 4. Let's move on to the number 3 spot here. Okay, so for spots 1, 2, and 3, I am going to do a shared 1, 2, and 3 spot for all 3 of these characters. We have fusing Goku and Vegeta into Super Vegito. We have Ultra Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, and then we have Ultra Golden Frieza. I don't feel comfortable picking one character as 1, one character as 2, and one character as 3, because they kind of all feel that they have compelling arguments for each character to be in any of those spots. So this to me makes the most sense. Again, when we talk about spot number 4, I originally had Gogeta and UI Goku sharing that spot. I separated them because I think that's the correct ranking. I really do think there's a separation there. For these spots, I don't really think there's a separation. I think you could make an argument for each of these characters to be 1 or 2 or 3. If you were to ask me which of these 3 characters I think is going to age the best, and which of these 3 characters I think has the best individual kit, I would say Golden Frieza. I think the comeback mechanic is way too strong. I think he just does way too much damage. He's able to pretty much handle everything by himself. You can kind of say the same thing for Gohan, but it's even more so of a thing that Frieza does better. It's just the comeback is just so ridiculous. And the thing that I see a lot of people not really fully understanding about something that I think you can make an argument that separates the Ultras from Vegito even, is the fact that you don't have to be worried to initiate with Gohan and Frieza.
Best individual kit, chat. Who you guys taking out of these 3? Vegito, Gohan, or Golden Frieza? In terms of the individual kit, I'm thinking Gohan. Goresh's main basis was Frieza, right? And I'm really thinking about it. Gohan Last Stand is having Frieza on his knees like it's the resurrection of F, bro. Gohan Last Stand negs Frieza. It's like it's a low diff too. It's a low diff. It's a low diff, bro. But outside of that, I'll give it to Golden Frieza. Outside of that, I'll give it to Golden Frieza. But Last Stand Gohan is a menace. Optionally being able to lock your Rising Rush, getting a Vanish back from vanishing, and getting an extra ultimate is absurd. Especially one that goes type neutral. Even if you hit him with the comeback can't do the damage beyond his endurance. So that means Gohan can hit his main after the comeback, heal off it, still be able to fight you with his counter. Like, beyond from that, Golden Frieza's kit stays the same. Like, I don't see Golden Frieza being above Gohan, especially if it's Last Stand Frieza. I mean, Last Stand Gohan, but outside of that, like Frieza got it. Tunga. Like, I think it, like last stand Gohan, yeah, but outside of that, nah.
Frieza. It's even more so of a thing with Frieza, because Frieza gets, like with Gohan, if you go for an arts card and the opponent rushes you, you at least know you have endurance there. Now there are characters like Vegito and Ultra Vegito Blue and Gogeta Blue who can rush and nullify Gohan's endurance, but they can't do that against Frieza. With Frieza, if you have that comeback mechanic still in your back pocket, you don't have to be afraid to go for initiative attacks at all.
If you have the comeback mechanic, and even if you do Gohan last stand making it through.
And with a character like Vegito, with a character that doesn't have endurance or revival or a comeback, there's always that fear in the back of your mind that whenever you go for any kind of attack, you can be Rising Rushed. And when you're talking about God rank fights, when you're talking about 14-star characters, people that really know,
W donation,
really know
bro.
what they're doing, they know exactly
donating.
when to attack, when not to attack, when to have the Rising Rush button ready. It becomes a lot more of an issue when you're fighting the best players. And that definitely is an advantage I would give to both Gohan and Frieza. The thing that I've seen a lot of people say, like, oh, Frieza's comeback has gained a lot, or has lost a lot more value recently because of the fact that you can just fuse off of it and it does no damage. So the comeback is now worthless. Let me just remind you that I would say 90% of the value of the comeback mechanic is the fact that it is a better revive. It is not the damage that comes with it. I would say the damage from the comeback mechanic is just, it's just a side effect. It's just it's a perk that comes with it. It is a better revive because you do not get punished in any way for your opponent activating the comeback. And there are not a lot of characters we could say about that for Revive. Like, Revive couldn't get punished now, right? Vegito has a very strong anti-revive mechanic. 50% permanent uncancelable damage plus 2 Dragon Balls. That's pretty good. That is very strong. When Vegito pops Frieza's comeback, all he does is take 60, 70, 80% of his health, and then Frieza comes back with basically a second life. Right? So I don't really buy the whole Goku and Vegeta can now fuse and heal to full health and now comeback is worthless argument, because that wasn't the full value of the comeback. That wasn't the main amount of value from the comeback mechanic to begin with, regardless. And I think just from a pure damage perspective as well, Frieza just, his damage is on a different level compared to these characters. So from a pure individual perspective, I would say that Frieza has the best set of abilities, the best set of mechanics out of any character in the game right now, even after the 6th anniversary Part 1 characters have come out. But when it comes to teams, when it comes to functionality, when it comes to how valuable and how well his team, these characters' teams work in the current meta environment, I would give the advantage to Gohan. I would give the advantage to Vegito because of the Sun Family team that I just talked about in the UI Goku section. I think Vegito, Gohan, and UI Goku is probably the best team in the game, and I don't even think it's particularly close. You potentially could replace UI with Gogeta Blue, but I think UI, just the fact that his gauge as like the UI is kind of like the third character on the team, right? UI is the third best character on that team. I would say Gogeta Blue would be the third best character on the team if you replace UI with him. UI as a third character on the team works a lot better because of the utility that you get with the evasion gauge that he has. You have that, you have sub count reduction, and I think overall he's just a more annoying character to deal with. He has the lock-in, which can snipe a character out, which Gogeta can't do early on. So that team, I mean, I don't really see many other teams really touching that setup. Sun Family with Vegito, Gohan, and Ultra UI, that is just, that is a loser team, man. But it is the best, I would say. It is a loser team, but it is like the best team. Vegito himself, I think, again, when we're talking about just the Goku and Vegeta versions, you could actually make an argument, I think, that Gogeta pre-fusion potentially is better than the Vegito pre-fusion. I think Gogeta, they are able to spawn more green. I think they get their vanish back. They have, I don't know if I would call it a better disrupt. They just have a different disrupt mechanic than Vegito. Vegito has card destruction, while Gogeta has Q reduction. I think Vegeto's disrupt probably a little better. But I think where the Goku and Vegeta side of the Gogeta character probably eclipse the Goku and Vegeta side of the Vegito version is they have the better defensive mechanics. They have the arts, the impact damage reduction mechanic whenever they use an arts card. That is actually, like, I don't see anybody talking about that. That is a very powerful mechanic. The thing with Vegito, though, is I feel like you're able to more easily get Vegito out more consistently. I think the fusion on average, if you compare, like, what is the average?
I didn't press the boom. This is why you let people finish talking You see, I was gonna put the explosion when he said Gogeta is better than Vegito, but my reasonings for Vegito being better than Gogeta is the fact that you can get to Vegito faster. But then he basically said what I was thinking, so I didn't need to cut him off. W spit. He was talking that talk. He was talking that talk.
Average amount of time it takes to get Vegito out versus Gogeta. For me, at least, it feels like Vegito is easier to get out.
That's what I was talking about. Vegito is easier to get out. It's not even like a debate. It feels that way. It is that way. The kits show that way because of green card versus blue card.
The Dragon Ball thing is really strong as well. The fact that they can't have their Dragon Balls destroyed pretty much ever. I've gotten Rising Rushes in 15 counts with this character. It's kind of crazy. And then, of course, when you get Vegito out, you pretty much Rising Rush and don't worry about anything. Because even if the opponent goes to a revival unit, you get permanent buffs and more Dragon Balls from it. Unless they're using Frieza, I guess. Frieza's like the only character that doesn't really care about Vegito's Rush. Yeah, but Vegito's insane.
Why are you glazing? What do you mean Frieza doesn't care about Vegito's rough? Bro, he's gonna die. He's gonna die. Bro, he's gonna die. What do you mean Frieza doesn't care? What do you mean he doesn't care? I don't, what's the basis for him not caring? He's gonna die. You get Rising Rush, you die. He's not even green. You should have said Gohan doesn't care. He's not even green. What? Am I confused? Am I missing something?
Insane. Like Transform Fuse Vegito is kind of like the only character that feels on like a competitive level in terms of how much damage they deal to Frieza. Like Frieza full does comeback not count as revival? Like, as in, so you see if you use Vegito and you Rising Rush Frieza with Vegito, do you get the 50%? I had to be missing something. Say you swear to God. My sincerest apologies. I was misinformed. Comeback is not revive. I was misinformed. My sincere apologies. I guess Frieza really doesn't care. I guess he doesn't care. I thought it was the same boat. It's basically the same shit. My fault, OG. My fault, gang. You know, I pride myself on being a very no longer hating individual. So we gotta clap it up right here. Shout out Goresh for making good points. Shout out Goresh for making good points, bro. He made some good points. W turnover, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Fully juiced up and powered up feels similar in terms of how strong he is offensively to Fuse Vegito on like a really good setup. So I feel like they're pretty similar. I mean, there's not much of a gap between them, which is why I have these slots shared between the three characters, Frieza, Vegito, and Gohan. You guys don't need me to go into length about Gohan. You guys know how he works. I think one of the things, I guess the only thing I'll talk about with Gohan is something that not a lot of people mention. You know, we could talk about his AoE green card. We could talk about his counter blue card. We could talk about his counter gauge. I don't really see many people ever complaining about Gohan's armor break blast cards. Here's the thing to remember about this. Nobody ever talks about this. He holds 2 armor break blast cards that nullify enemy armor characteristics. That means not only can Gohan use these cards, any character on the team.
It's not that I wasn't familiar with Frieza. I just assumed that because Frieza does go down and it applies the same way as revival.
They were under some,
because like the way he was talking about it, right? And it was an assumption I made. I shouldn't have made that assumption. But because I made the assumption that because he goes down, the revival and comeback is basically the same thing. If it's not the same thing, Vegito doesn't get benefits from rushing Golden Frieza pre-revival, pre-comeback, sorry. So I need to start specifying. And if that's because that's actually the case, you know, we have to respect it. So it's not confusing. You just need to specify because he does damage. Because also in this video, Goresh tried to paint the picture like, oh, Frieza's damage when you do the comeback isn't the main selling point. If it's not a revival, it is the main selling point. Because he has the damage, it makes it different from a revival. He tried to like separate the two and say the damage is just an add-on. It's not an add-on because that's what makes it comeback. And that's what allows Vegito to not get the benefit from making him revive. Does that make sense? So that raises Frieza's value, of course. But Goresh tried to separate it early in the video. That's why I was like, what the hell? What do you mean Frieza doesn't care? It's not a perk. It's the main selling point. The whole point of a comeback is to separate it from a revive because it does damage. Otherwise, it would just be a revive. But he tried to say, like, it's not the main selling point. It's just an additional add-on. Nah, bruh. That comeback is what makes it. You know what I'm saying?
Some presumption that they could just introduce some new icon. Oh, we changed the exclamation points, and now you know when it's going to be an armor break. You don't have enough time to react to that, okay? You don't have time to sit there in mid-range or even long-range and notice the exclamation point, process in your head that it's a different symbol than normal, and then at that point, you're like, oh, it's actually an armor break card. Let me vanish instead of going for a strike card. Like, you have to assume that...
So basically, damage is making comeback and revival different, yes. Unless they release another unit where... Like, you know what I mean? What's the difference between a comeback and a revival? There is no difference, besides from the fact that Frieza does damage. You're coming back to fight, you know? The damage is what is the distinctive feature that makes a revival and a comeback different. Other than that, it's just a revival. But because Vegito doesn't get the things with Frieza, you know?
Every single blast card in the match that Gohan is in is going to be an armor break card. And he basically, just by existing, renders your blast armor as useless in the entire match. So I really don't like that because I think it's just bad game design that you can't.
He tried to paint it like otherwise, like, oh, because Golden Frieza's comeback does less damage.
Technically,
it's just an add-on, but it's not an add-on. It's the main selling point. But what makes it different than a revive?
Anti-blast card armor on it. It's not even armor. It's just anti-blast card. So armor break doesn't even work against Gogeta's blue card. So Gogeta's blue card technically is anti-blast armor. I don't know. It's getting ridiculous at this point, but. That armor break mechanic is just so stupid because it actually does function as a support mechanic. Gohan is supporting the team with the ability for everybody to use armor break. It's kind of crazy. But he works really well on that team. I think I mentioned this in the UI portion as well, but the color wheel of that team, green, blue, and yellow, like, we'll see what part 2 brings. I'm kind of hoping that part 2 has some kind of villain in there. I would really not like to see another Sun Family character. I know people have been talking about like Goku and Gohan from the Cell Saga. We need something besides Sun Family, man. It's just Sun Family is the best team right now. I don't really think there's any arguing against it. Fusion Warriors, you can, I guess, kind of talk about. I don't know. Sun Family's number one, man. It's the way it is. It's the way it's been for 7 months now.
Sun Family, Fusion Warriors.
Like something else for
it hasn't been like that for it hasn't been like that for 7 months because powerful opponents and Frieza Force entered the conversation at one point. But like, yeah. Pretty much though.
Hey, this is going to be the conclusion of my top 10. This is probably a longer video at this point. I've been talking for a while now. We'll quickly go through the rankings just to recap here. So honorable mentions, I had Blue Yamcha.
Okay, that's the end of the video. I guess
we had Goku and Bardock, and we had the new Green Fury Broly. Number 10 / number 9, I had GT Spirit Bomb Goku and Green Revival Pikkon into Super Gogeta. Number 8, I had Vegeta who...
He's talking about Sun Fam for 7 months. I know. I'm trying to say, like, if you look at December, people were using Universe Rep and movies. And then if you go further, GT kind of creeped up. If you go further, Sun Fam made a comeback. Then if you go a bit further, Frieza Force came out and stuff like that with powerful opponents with Super 17 and Super Baby 2. And even Nappa and Vegeta came back. So Frieza Force came a comeback. Like, it's been a mix of on and off with Sun Fam for the past 7 months. Sun Fam's been in the conversation forever, though. But, like, they haven't ultimately been the best team for the whole past 7 months.
Vegeta and Nappa. Nappa revives into Vegeta. Number 7, I had LF Super 17. Number 6, I had LF Super Baby 2. Number 5, I had the Fusing Blue Gogeta 6th Anniversary character. Number 4, I had Ultra UI Sign Goku. And then number 1, 2, and 3 were a shared spot on the list. We have Ultra Golden Frieza, Ultra Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, and Fusing Goku and Vegeta into Super Vegito, another 6th Anniversary character. Let me know down below what you guys think of these placements. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all in.
Alright, I kind of like that video. Let me give a conclusion for the video. That was 1 hour and 15 minutes. Holy crap. My computer's all frozen up. Right, so let's look at this video, right? Let's look at this tier list as a conclusion. And like I said, the Yamcha thing is invalid. Just take him out. He doesn't need to be here. There's no real basis for him to be here besides from the fact he has an individual kit. That's good, but he's not being run on any teams. So let's just move him out. You mentioned a lot of meta teams and whatnot. I know it's your own personal experience, but he didn't have experience in the 6th anniversary. So just take him out. The rest is fine here. Bomku and Thing. Bomku's only allowed to stay here because Goresh's basis is 14 stars. I have no complaints because of that. He works very well with these two units who are 6 and 7. There's a justifiable means for what he explained, given that his premise is at 14 stars. Bomku's gauge and can defend at 14 stars. And with his gauge when he's 3v1, so if he's alive and the other person only has one member, he can take your vanish instantly. He has endurance as well and cancels buffs. You know, that's not ridiculous at 14 stars. Nappa and Vegeta, they just work with a lot of the teams in the game. They're a revival unit that's really good. They're going to be tanky as well. They got Zenkai buffs. They work with Ultra Golden Frieza. It's justifiable for them to be at 8. Super 17. He's just Super 17. I had him in the middle as well, pretty much. I think I had him at like 6. So he can either go way down, but I think 7 is completely fine. Had him at a similar place. Super Baby 2, Super Gauge 2. Like, he just fits with... He's better than Super 17, maybe. Because he's going to counter Ultra Golden Frieza, Nappa, and Vegeta. His gauge is very solid for a team, but he also fits on the Saiyan lot. I think that gives him the edge. I think these two could be interchangeable, but it's not a big deal. He even said himself in the video, you can slide them up and down, but again, it's based on 14 stars. So I think at 14 stars, Super Baby 2 takes the edge. Then Gogeta and upwards is where people really feel there's a complaint. For Gogeta himself, even though, again, 5 looks insanuous. It just looks insane. Like, I can't fathom him being at 5. But we cannot argue on emotional basis. Unfortunately, the points that were raised, I think he downplayed Gogeta a lot. But even if you ignore the downplay, I have no real reason to put him above UI. Does that make sense? So, like, what it needs to be is like a 4.1, 4.2, because 5 is just a disgusting number. It's too low. Like it's the visualization of the number 5 that is putting me off. It's not the actual fact that he's 5, it's the visualization of it. Because at this level, he's not far off these guys. But it feels so low that I don't feel comfortable. Like, if it was 4.1, 4.2, I'll feel better. But there's nothing really wrong with it. UI cover change guarantee kill clears his whole kit. That's just what it is. It's just what it is. But it doesn't make me feel comfortable. I don't feel happy. I don't feel like this is correct. My instincts, it's like if I'm in a jungle and like there's lions and stuff around me, but I can't see them. I still feel uncomfortable because I know there's danger. There's no way he's at 5, but he is. Yo, it's got me shaken, man. And then he's put these 3 in this order. It doesn't really matter, they're shared, so it's whatever. I don't think I'm gonna do an outro for this video. Let me hit the outro. Only really hitting a reaction this long because I'm doing this on stream. Under normal circumstances, I'm not doing this off stream. But the tier list itself is not that bad if you actually use your brain and consider everything he actually said in the video. I think he downplayed Gogeta a bit too much, but I still wouldn't move the position. And I think he upplayed Golden Frieza a bit until I realized, all right, cool, Vegeta ain't got one over him. But for what it is, the tier list is pretty accurate for a 14-star standard. But I wish he would try incorporate, I want to see how his brain works. He would incorporate a tier list that's not based on the highest standard. Because I do understand he plays on like JPQs and like he queues only high stars all the time. But like that's not the average player. And he's making videos for his mindset, but for the average player that are watching his videos. So I'm not saying he should appease the masses, but I think he should change the basis of what his video is about so that people watching the video, because you already know they're kind of cooked, can understand for their perspective too, not just his 14-star experience. You know, you kind of have to think a bit more if you do that. I'm not forcing him to, it's just a suggestion. That's what I think would be better for him, or like the audience rather, not him. But yeah, man, I appreciate you guys watching. Press the subscribe button. We're on this grind to 100,000 subscribers. My name's Zakashi, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man. No, the Legends community is cooked. They can't think beyond their own experience, even though Goresh said it's based on his experience at 14 stars. That automatically fixes everything on the list to something we can't relate to. Unless you guys are putting 1k down for every unit that releases. Who here in the chat has more than 5 units in 2024 14 star? If you do, say 1. If you don't, say 2. Who here has more than 5 premium units 14 star in 2024? Only the 2024 units. If you do, say 1. If you don't, say 2. Look at this. Look at this. Everybody's saying 2. Just give me my money. Just give me my money. I got no money. Just give me my money. I can't understand the tier list because I have no money. We don't have money. we're so broke. We're so broke. It's actually, bro. We are so broke, man. My pockets are flat, man. Pockets are flat. The stream's over anyways. If you think the stream's ongoing after this reaction, you're crazy. Crazy. Is there anything else anybody wants to say? We ain't broken, we just smart, ain't gonna spend loads of money on DBR. Tino, up 200 donation right now. If you got it, up 200 donations right now. Through the PayPal link, I'll send it back. If you got it, drop 200 right now through the PayPal link. Wallahi, I'll send it back. Because I know you don't have that, bro. You don't stop trying to act like you just don't want to spend the money. You don't have 200 to spare to just put on Legends, bro. Send 200 right now. I'll send it back. Wallahi, bro. I'm cancelled if I don't. You don't have it. No, we're not gonna try to play that card. You don't just have 200 to spare. That is crazy. Just let's be real. Let's be real, bro. Let's be real. Don't try to play that card as if you're just smart. No, we just don't have it, bro. We don't have it, bro. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? We don't have the bread. We don't have the bread. That's the reality of it. That's the reality of it, bro. That's just not my problem. Money is tight right now. The economy, man. Can we talk about the political and economic state of the world right now? Let's look at the poll. Do you think LL Gogeta Blue is higher than 5? Yeah. Oh. Michelle, please send me 200. Please, sir. I need Vegito, bro. Oh! Send me that. Send me. Send me. Hey. Boom. Boom. Send me that. Send me that. Send me that. Send me that. Send me. Just give me my money. Oh. Anyways, rate the stream out of 10, chat. Rate the stream out of 10. I'm trying to do more like creative stuff, mix it up. We can't be playing DBR every single day. We're going crazy. I can't have you guys click a DBL stream every day and it's just, you know, it's just DBL. I can't. What's my height? 5'9". Actually, this is what I got right now. I'm flexing it, but my grandma said go buy milk and bread, so I can't. My grandma said go buy milk and bread. So I'm cooked, bro. Streets is cold. Yeah, the stream's ending. The stream's ending. It's 11. We've been streaming for 3 hours because I started at 7. We did a reaction, but that was 2 hours, and we played PvP. Not bad. Michelle, you actually gonna send me 200? Don't pump fake. I'll summon tomorrow on stream. I appreciate the rating on the stream. Is there anything else anybody wants to say before I leave? Is there anything else you want to say before I leave? Vibes with the €2 donation. Let me turn on alerts. Damon with the $4.99 donation. Guys dropping money. I got whatever team the Kyrie's on. Dallas. Appreciate you guys dropping money, bro. I don't get it till next month. As in July, but appreciate you guys, bro. Alright, cool. We got nothing else to do. I kind of don't want to leave, but like the stream was a W, so let's clap it up for the stream, bro. Let's clap it up for the stream. W stream. Everybody have a good day. Have a good night. I will see you guys tomorrow. Oh, also, I recorded the hot take video. The Dragon Ball Legends hot take video. This before the stream, so you got the reaction if you want to rewatch it, and you also got the hot take video, and then there's also going to be more viewer summons I'm uploading. So that's 3 things. Take care, guys. Glaze me. Polish this, Willie.